I could do it. I'm not gonna get fucking nuts though.
Ryan,
So if
Ryan, are you gonna get nuts?
I can try.
This is a special episode.
RPS for it.
What?
RPS.
RPS.
Rock, paper, scissors. Are you fucking...
This says RPS.
I gotta be honest, I've never.
I never heard that one either.
RPS.
It's
Rochambeau.
Rochambeau.
It's just a kick in the nuts.
Rochambeau's a kick in the nuts?
Okay, I'm not gonna. The only reason I've ever heard of Rochambeau is the South Park, the Stick of Truth. That was like one of the finishing moves in the game.
Oh yeah, I
You
played.
like put on the helmet and charge up and like hit the dude in the dick.
I played as the Jew though, so I had a like different moves.
Yeah. I was a brawler. Then I would play back through, and I was a wizard. I just wanted to fuck people up. Though.
My favorite move for Stick of Truth as the Jew was scythe incision. Where you take like a scythe and you like go up and perform a circumcision on your enemy.
The only thing I really know about the game is when you like increase the difficilty, it increases your skin.
That's the second one.
Increase your skin color.
But like what
it's
I
hard as fuck. Trust me. It's hard as fuck.
it doesn't make the enemies harder though, right? Like you just get paid less for all your shit.
Yeah. Like I fought my first boss and he dropped 10 cents.
Yeah.
It was like fuck.
Jesus Christ!
I'm putting the wheezing on every single intro we do from now on.
Dude, I coughed up an actual lung. Oh my god!
We heard.
like I could feel it like coming out. I had to like stick a hand in my throat to push my lung back in.
Inverted.
Oh my god!
Shut up and sit down.
Alright, Ryan,
Set this bitch
set
off.
this bitch off. Tell the people what's
Tell the people. Oh fuck! I don't want to start this
God
shit.
damn it, I did this shit the other day.
Yeah,
That's why I got.
You know,
All right,
Colton. You gotta introduce Isaiah as the last
course.
person and be like, this
Yeah, no.
motherfucker.
Dude, what's this? My first fucking podcast I've ever listened to?
Yes.
Oh Jesus
You
Christ!
gotta think you're Joe Rogan pro style now.
Yeah, just be
I'm
like,
just Joe Rogan on Fear Factor.
hey guys,
Oh, dude.
how the fuck's
What,
it
they
going?
replaced it with what's his name?
Lil Coolio, right?
Something.
Coolio?
What?
No. Ludicrous. It's
Ludicrous. It was ludicrous. Yeah.
On the new Fear Factor.
Yeah. They redid, but it was like
It's on
it was
MTV
so
too.
dumb.
They're doing weak shit.
We'll talk about it in the podcast.
No fuck.
Are you just gonna slide that mic back?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a little weird, but okay.
He's got a.
I'll pick it up and.
He's got a system.
What the fuck is going on, people? We are here on the 6th episode for the Dakota Bros podcast in the year of our Lord 2018. I'm sitting here. It's a very special episode. I'm sitting here with our good pal Hayden Cargo, our other good friend Ryan Bigelow.
What's up?
And it's me, your boy Colton Armstrong. And we're here with the very special guest. Everybody give a warm round of applause for good friend Isaiah Jackson.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Thanks,
Fun
guys.
fact, he's not caught up though.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Way to throw me on the
we can't do that right away. We can't
You
do that.
can't do that right away?
So right
I guess we're cutting right away.
Right before we started the podcast, we were talking about the new reboot with Fear Factor with Ludacris.
Yep.
Okay. But you said it was Coolio, and I was concerned.
Yeah, no, I was wrong. It is ludicrous. But from what I've heard, it's like the fears are like super dumb. They're like, oh, give us your phone and we're gonna smash it. And you're like,
I mean, but
oh,
I don't know. That's like the Fear Factor right there.
it's a
to
daze.
put that in perspective, I just got done telling Hayden about this. Fear Factor had an episode that they had to cut because it was a twins episode.
Yep.
Yeah, where they made the twins. One of they was like those big frosty mugs. One twin had to drink a mug of donkey piss, and then the other one had to drink a frosty mug of donkey semen.
Whoa.
And they were like, "That's too far.
That's too much.
They had they used to have like a kid and parent Fear Factor, and I used to want to do it really bad. But then my stepdad was like, "You won't even eat fucking ranch. What makes you think you can go on Fear Factor and get put in a pit of tarantulas?"
Dude, Joe Rogan says all the time like how high he was for every episode of that show. He was like, he thought that it was a joke because he's a stand-up comedian, that they like wanted him as like a joke. But then he was like, he'd read over the script and he's like, we're gonna make him eat what? And he's like, cut to 20 minutes and like super baked later. He's like, come on, you can fit 3 more scorpions in your mouth. You got it.
Did they not have the people like tear open dead rats though at one point?
They just
with their
fucked up
mouths.
shit on that show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel
I
like
always remembered like the airtight tanks that they would, or not airtight because they'd have holes in the top, and then they like fill it with fucking snakes.
Or
and
like
shit.
the hands free, like you gotta pick up the bull balls and then like and like dump them in like a vat of blood or some shit like that.
oh yes.
Yeah, like
Crazy
yeah.
shit.
He said like the weekly meetings with like TV censors and producers was just a fiasco nightmare.
Just saying, is this shit actually legal or making these people do?
I feel like the next episode, like, I mean, it's 2018. They should do like they scroll down their Twitter feed. I don't know. You have like a liberal read like all these like pro-Trump comments and like you have to not respond to any of these.
Do you guys,
Save the straight train.
you gotta not respond to any. Or
Exactly.
like,
You can't respond to anything political on Twitter.
yeah, or like if you see anybody that like makes a statement where they're like, where they're talking about like how offended they are for something, and you're like, oh my god, I can't. Like I got bored at work and I got into like a 3-hour discussion with a woman about why you shouldn't co-sleep with your child. I don't even have a kid. Like I was just like,
Okay, what's
fuck
our
it.
opinions about this?
Co-sleeping?
Yeah, co-sleeping with your kid. She
After-
never specified though if it was an infant or like older.
Yeah, I was
That was
like,
a little
whatever. You
confusing.
also said like it's more dangerous for them to sleep in a crib, you crazy lady.
Obviously, I'm on Colton's side, but
Yeah.
you're not gonna have your little 1-year-old sleeping on your side.
No,
I
she was
roll
saying,
in
like-
my sleep.
she
I'm
was
gonna
saying,
I
squish
would
that.
kill somebody.
She was
else.
saying
Yeah.
like a 2-month-old,
Oh God.
like
Yeah, that's-
brand new out of the hospital, sleep with your baby.
It's like they
Like
can't
maybe
even,
on your maybe on
they
your
can't even move
chest,
for
but
themselves.
I barely
Yeah.
can sleep on my back the way it is.
Yeah.
And it was
No,
like-
you're right. You can't put a child on their belly. That's how you get SIDS.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
All right.
If your kid's
I'm
sleeping
done.
on anything
not-
other than
I'm done.
like,
shouldn't
because
have.
then if they sleep on their stomach, they could suffocate if like if they're padding in their bed.
I'm
so
concerned
soft.
about you, man.
Guys.
Like, you're like ability to parent.
That's like an
I-
innate
You got some
instinct.
stuff to learn.
Yeah, you got some
Mariah,
stuff to
teach
figure
this
out.
man's.
I
Come get your man.
I didn't pay attention in facts class.
In facts class?
Yeah, I got
even
a
family
I
consumer
got a
science.
C on sewing.
Are you unaware
underpants
with
and boxers.
facts class?
Facts, like FACTS,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like facts.
Yeah.
No, FACS.
Family and consumer science.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's pretty much like
Home ec?
yeah,
Yeah.
it's just
Yeah,
home ec.
it's just that.
See, Isaiah's from Chicago.
We did not have home
Yeah.
ec.
Yeah.
We should
We
talk
had,
about Chicago.
Man, what do you want to know?
I don't know.
Well, these two
Something
just
that
went
we
to
made
Chicago.
Hayden
us-
love Chicago,
where's-
and
where's-
you're a little hypocritical.
Well, we stayed in the tourist area.
Yeah, like
We
the
stayed in the
tourist
safe
areas
part.
are like, I mean,
It's-
like they're gonna make like those areas nice.
I feel
Yeah.
like it's like when people say I went to Mexico, but you went to Cozumel.
Yeah.
Cozumel does not count.
Like I've been to Cozumel, and then when we were taking the bus out of Cozumel, they had there was 4 kids. They plugged in an air conditioner to an outlet, and they were just like all sitting right in front of it, and I like and you could tell that this was like the highlight of their day. They're like, oh shit. They were probably like 6. It's like February, like 2:00 in the afternoon.
Wow.
This is their school. They're learning. They're learning how to survive, man.
Just go to Bear Grylls. They'll teach you how to survive.
You guys didn't go to the Bean though, right?
No, we
drove
drove
by
by it. Hayden wanted to see it really badly, so we just drove by it.
What's the best restaurant in town that's not?
Giordano's.
Giordano's?
How do you say it?
Giordano's.
Giordano's?
Giordano's.
Giordano's.
Yes. I
We-
mean,
with the-
people in Chicago disregard the R and they just call it Giordano's.
Oh.
Just kind of like the Illinois. They pretty much, so
Yeah.
like Illinois, the S is silent.
Yeah, and Des
they pretty
Moines.
much took the S off of that and just like applied it to everything else.
Every like fifth letter.
compensating.
Yeah,
Every fifth
exactly.
letter it's taken out.
Like, no kidding.
That pizza was magical though.
I'm telling you, man, like it's the shit. Like you can order it frozen. Like
Yeah,
shit,
they
you
have
saw the
frozen
frozen
pizza. We're
ones,
about to
yeah.
buy frozen pizza and bring it here.
gotta give them 24-hour notice. I'm like, what the fuck? I live in fucking North Dakota. You want 24-hour notice? I'm here now. I'm here now. You're breaking my heart.
That's. But we look like the most tourist people I think ever to hit Chicago.
We were both wearing Cubs sweatshirts.
I took
No,
a-
not at that point.
Not at that point. We're just
You
in
were.
shirts and we're just looking around like, where the fuck is? Nothing was open past like 2:00 on
Everything
Saturday.
closes.
To be fair, like I mean,
Downtown.
like I'm from Chicago and I look around like I don't know where the fuck I'm going to. I mean, like it just happens. Like if you went to the water tower, man, if you go in the summertime, downtown Chicago in the summertime is like probably one of the scariest places in the world.
Really?
Like you'll see,
What's that? Your ice crack. Oh.
because they're business people. They'll be coming from work, just minding their own business, and then they're like the kids who like ditch school and like going shopping and like probably gonna go steal shit.
No.
Let's not admit this on the podcast.
I mean, like, it was whatever. And then you got, like, the homeless people. There was this one guy who, like, asked me, he was, like, singing, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-ba. Where your grandma at?
Wait, he doesn't actually have an instrument, right? He's just playing with his fingers.
I mean, I wish. But, like, he was, like, loud as shit with his, like, little thing. And he had, like, a notepad or whatever. He was like, money or numbers? Give me one. Give me one. And I was
Numbers?
like, oh, my God.
Holy shit.
I know of like the New Jersey numbers. Is it the same as like as those? Is it like is the numbers? Is that what it is?
What?
Like phone
Oh, you're
numbers
saying
or
like phone
Like
numbers?
phone numbers.
I thought you were talking like the private lottery that they used to run in New Jersey. It was like run by the mob. No,
I don't know what you're talking about.
New Jersey,
You
you
need a
had
fact
like
checker.
everybody like you could run the numbers. Where I think it was the last 3 numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then it was whatever the earnings for the racetrack were for the day. Those last 3 numbers, then you would get like it was like pretty much split the pot. But
There's this older guy who was like, he did an interview, and I cannot remember the life of me for what it was, but he essentially said, I miss Al Capone. So he was like,
Jesus.
I miss Al. He was like, Chicago was a better place, and Al Capone was running the city. And I was like, I don't think that's like, depending on like what your status in Chicago.
yeah,
I was like, I don't think I would have been too good
oh
out.
my god, yeah, Jesus.
We were in the loop, and I think we got lost for a little bit. And I think we saw the same homeless guy like 4 times, and every time he'd ask us for money, and we just walked away every time. I was like, yeah. I think he had a guy helping him at some point, trying
Probably.
to get him money. I was like, I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know you
Oh,
had
yeah.
groups of people.
And you have
asking
like
for
the
money.
drummer boys in Chicago.
In the
If
subway
you-
doors,
If you just see them like
Not the
Bucket
drummer
Boys.
boy, but we went in the red line, and underneath
Yup.
we were lining up. There's like a
Bucket
band.
Boys.
There's like a band playing. They actually had like all instruments. Like it's like they got there at like 5 o'clock just to set everything up, and then they started playing for like 5 hours trying to get money. I was like,
They usually do pretty good.
yeah, they were good. I liked them, but we didn't want to go give them money. We were kind of poor.
I mean, true. My dad. One time, I was younger. I was probably like 8 or 9, and like there was this homeless guy. He looked terrible, and my dad. I was like, why don't you give him some money? He's like, son, let me tell you a story. He's like, in one pocket, one time I had $80, and in the other pocket I had $4. And I thought I gave a homeless guy $4, but I gave him $80, and so that settled it for all the homeless guys.
Yeah, he's like, there you
So
go.
everybody's
all
covered.
good.
Paid up front.
He paid it forward by like 20 years.
See, I was told you look at their shoes. That's a tip. Like you look at homeless people's shoes. Like if they're faking it, they have like nice kind of shoes on, and if they're actually homeless, they have beat up shoes.
I remember.
I heard that's a
I remember
thing.
that was a big thing like a couple of years ago, where
Well,
it was
I mean-
like they would like follow them, and then they would like pull out their iPhones and like go into their apartment building.
Yep.
Gosh.
And you're like,
There's a Chris Rock bit in one of his stand-ups where he said, if a homeless person has a funny sign, they're not actually homeless because homeless people. What did
It
he
was-
say?
it
Homeless
was-
people are too hungry
they're
to
too
make funny
hungry.
signs.
It was from No Sex in the Champagne.
Yeah,
Room.
it's from the most
yeah.
sex in the champagne room.
I feel like the homeless funny people side it's different, man. Like it's just like oh, you're making me feel better and like about your city situation, but I still don't have any money.
Yeah.
Like like
It's like, not gonna lie, using it for booze or something like that, and you're like, oh, that's cool, but
That's-
I still
but
don't
no.
have any. Yeah, it's 2018. I got cards, man. I don't got cash.
See, some of them, you know,
Pulls out
they
his
fake
card.
it.
Take PayPal.
I'm just
Yeah,
I'm
pulls out
just
his
waiting for
card
somebody to like just cash out to me, dude.
Yeah, add
Venmo?
me on Venmo. It's like homeless George. He's got his own profile.
How long did you live in Chicago then?
First 16 years, and
Okay.
I moved here in 2012, so my junior, senior year of high school, and all that.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Nice. I'm just kind of curious.
Yeah, dude.
How often do you go back then?
I just went back this past February for the Super Bowl weekend or whatever.
Okay.
Nice.
First stop, camped out at Giordano's, got White Castle. I just went to all my favorite food. Like, family came second at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I just went to all my favorite food places because, like, holy shit, I missed it so much.
Their food is so
Where,
good.
where else do you go
Yeah.
for food?
Portillo's.
We
we
didn't hit
the
it there.
Italian beefs. Potbellies. They have really good sandwiches.
They have one in Fargo. They have Potbellies in Fargo.
Yeah.
Probably not.
I mean, it's okay.
Same.
It's not the
Fake.
same, definitely.
I don't think it's like Potbelly's isn't a chain, is it?
Yeah.
I mean, like, yeah, but I never knew they had one in Fargo.
It's like Jersey Mike's. You don't really hear about it. Jersey Mike's is really good, though. Just throwing it
Yeah.
out there.
I'm going to Baba's, get, like, a huge-ass Philly steak.
Oof, that sounds
the
good.
lemonade.
We were going to get a... What were we going to get?
You should have went to Harold's.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, Harold's Chicken, because we looked it up, and they had... We were like, fuck.
They're all
Looks
on the
good.
south side. Good shit. I mean, but Uber Eats, man. If you're white and you're scared to go
Thank you for the advice.
Uber Eats is the way to go.
That's what we should have done, because everything was closed at like 3 o'clock on Friday.
Oh, yeah, no.
And then it closed on Saturday and Sundays. We're like, where the fuck do we eat?
Dude, I'm telling you, you just gotta know where to go. Like, what do you call it? Like, there's not Michael Jordan Steakhouse, but there's another There's a steakhouse downtown that is fucking fire.
Oh, is it
Harry Carey's?
Harry Carey's? Yeah.
There it is.
We wanted. My mom said we should go there, and we were gonna go because we thought it was in Wrigleyville, but it was downtown. And we're like,
It's
fuck.
we went to my family dragged me to like one outing where like it's one of those where you like make your own food, like you get a pot and you make your own food. The biggest fucking waste of time in my life because they give you like these small ass rations. They give you like little slivers of steak, like little slivers of potatoes, and you have to fucking cook it yourself.
What?
You have to wait for it to cook and then you eat it. I was pissed 12 times over. I was like, not only do I have to like get this small ass plate of food, like
You gotta cook it.
I have to cook it myself. And like I was like, I'm 14. I'm like, Mom, will you just like wash mine for you? She's like, we're not at home. You can make your own food. I was like, I will make my own food at home. I want to go home. I could have made like a big ass sandwich by now. I've been like passed out.
Yeah, what was I think Bill Burr had a joke about that where he was like, I found out my sandwich didn't have any mayo and mustard on it, so I asked the cashier for it, and he like pointed over by the fountain drinks. He's like, oh, it's right over there if you just want to put that on. And he's like, well, I paid you for 100% of the sandwich, so you're gonna make 100% of the sandwich.
You know what?
Yeah, it's like it'd be like Hoo Hut, except you have to like actually you'd have to
Yeah,
go on your
oh,
own
what the
hibachi
fuck?
grill and
Like
depressingly say
I'm not a
Hoo Hut
fan of
when
Hoo
people give a
Hut.
shit.
Who hut?
It's so like when a kid like puts in like $1 and then they're like, who?
Fuck.
What?
I just feel bad for the people every time.
Yeah, every time I'm like, so
You just don't have to.
I
you
want
don't
to
have
put
do
like
it
a
this
tip in
time.
there, but be like, you guys, you don't have to
do
do
it.
it.
Don't
Please
do it.
don't do it.
I said that. Like I threw in $3 or whatever. Cause my first time I went to Hoo Hut was recently.
Yeah.
I went the first time.
What'd
I
you
thought I
think
had
of
a
it?
pretty big. I thought I had a pretty big serving, but
Yeah.
it turned out to be like that big.
They
It was
reduced
They
so
reduced
much.
so much. It was frozen.
And so I went back or whatever, and the second time I gave him like a $3 tip or whatever, and I was like, please don't.
Like, have some dignity,
Like,
man.
please.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm tipping you for your service. I don't want to hear the fucking bell. I don't want to hear you guys sing. Just like take the money, please.
You did your job.
Fun fact: Vincent FDC,
Uh-huh.
he works at Hoo Hut and he does it.
Oh, really?
And like, I cannot imagine him ever.
Oh my god, I've seen him freak out like at people for like the smallest shit.
For like talking to him, like breathing his.
They
What the fuck is wrong?
they heard him store wide when Adam said that it was actually the Emperor that killed Padme and it wasn't Anakin. And he was like, now give me a goddamn minute! And, like, everybody heard him store wide. Like, and he was in the Frozen section and just like saying why it was fucked up for Adam to feel that way. For like 15 minutes. To the point that John went over there, he's like, hey, is everything... he's like,
No, I'm about to fuck him
yeah,
up.
he's like, oh my god, did you guys hear me? I'm so sorry.
And then he went back to his shell and like didn't say anything the rest of the day.
Yeah. Or there was one time we were like over in the dairy and David called him on the mic to come over. And so Vincent comes over. He was like stocking in the actual like back freezer. He was like, what? And he said, oh, I was just wondering where you were. I see him
It's the
close
most
his eyes
shit I've
and
ever heard.
goes, David, I work it too goddamn long for you to be fucking on my shit. And I was like, oh my god, yeah. I can't imagine him like having to serve people food at a place.
I couldn't.
And he also like he walks pretty far to work too, doesn't he?
Yeah, I feel like hygiene has a concern too.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That had seen better days.
It was like it was red at one point, but
Yeah, at
it's-
one point.
Yeah, it's more.
It looked like Ryan's shirt.
Yeah,
I mean-
very easily.
This is a bad color red.
It's a maroon.
It's
That's a
maroon. It's
I look like the Golden Gophers.
His
right
is
now.
like it's
row
like
the boat.
it's pink, but row the boat is for Valley City.
No,
Yeah,
Don't
the
look at
Vikings.
me.
The Vikings.
Does UM do that?
The Vikings.
no, row the boat. What's his face? BJ Fleck brought it over from Western Michigan.
You can just bring over mascots.
No, like
just
he
bring
brought
over
it. It was his
sayings.
saying. It was
Bring
his
over
saying.
sayings.
Yeah,
That's
sayings.
definitely like Valley City.
Valley City's a D3
they're the Vikings
school,
too,
yeah,
and
the
one's a.
Vikings, and they're like we all row.
You know what? I'd rather see Gopher row than a fucking Viking. Come on, think of a little Gopher row in a little boat.
I can't wait until the Vikings choke again next year. I'm super
Are you a Bears fan?
yes.
Whoa!
Oh,
Nice.
yeah.
Fuck. Forgot about that.
These colors don't run.
At the Cubs game, the new Bears head coach threw out the first
Yeah,
pitch and he
that's
sung
cool.
the seventh inning
He's
stretch.
got like 4 kids.
He brought them all out. They
Yeah.
all threw a pitch.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
kind of cool. He seemed nice.
Mhm.
He could do well.
He seemed nice, yeah, because that's gonna win us football games, guys.
Not with that.
Nice
quarterback.
suburban dad.
Not with the quarterback.
He's
you
like,
got.
yeah, he's one. He like tucks his polo into his shirt.
I'm pretty sure he did. I'm
He
pretty sure.
probably did.
Wears
probably-
sandals to the games. Mitch!
Those like those specifically dad ones that have the toe coverings on the end of them.
Yes! Yes!
Dude, you want to know how hard I wasn't trying to get laid in elementary school?
You wear socks and sandals?
No, I wore
I
those.
still wear
I had
socks and
my
sandals.
dad. My
Same.
dad wore those.
It's comfortable.
ones, like the leather ones with the toe cover.
Yeah.
And I thought those were the coolest fucking shoes. 4th grade, I didn't even, like. In retrospect,
I bet
that
you
company.
had Air Maxes too.
No.
No?
Speaking
No,
of
wait. Air
Yeezys
Monarch.
Yeezy sandals.
Oh my god. The blue things.
Did y'all see the? Oh my fucking god!
Dude, he's gonna charge so much for those
Those
too.
are like $400.
Okay, so if you guys, actually, there's an app that I go on to buy shoes. It's called StockX. It's like a,
I've
it's
heard
like
of it.
it's like a shoe. It's like eBay for shoes.
Are you a shoe collector? This is what
Yes.
you're saying. How many pairs of shoes do you have?
Currently, not that many anymore. I roughly around 25 pairs.
Only 25
But,
guys. Just throw it
well,
out.
no.
Only 25 guys.
I got 2 pairs of shoes.
to
One's
pay
for
for
show
my-
and one's for blowing.
To pay for my school or whatever.
Yeah.
I sold like
Holy shit.
a lot of my collection
Oh, okay.
just to
Yeah,
pay
I
for
got you.
school.
Right.
Like I used to have like probably upwards of 60. Just
shit.
like of like but like I sold all of them.
Right.
Like, I had to pay for school. And then now I'm super bitter about it because I'm like trying to like rebuild my
Yeah.
collection. And like the shoes that I sold for so much are still going for that much. And I'm just like, oof. Like I mean, like I felt alright about like charging people an arm and a leg, but I'm like, God, you're trying to rip me the fuck off.
But you had it right back.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's one pair in your collection that's untouchable that you would never sell?
It's pretty fucked up because I did end up selling. I thought it was untouchable, but I needed like an extra like $900.
Jesus.
I was
It was
working-
but I'm gonna buy them back. I sold them as a pack. 2000 Red 11s and the 2000 Space Jams. So if you've seen this, the Space Jam
Yeah,
movie,
I'm pretty sure.
it's the shoes that Michael Jordan wore in the movie.
Oh my god.
And then it's another pair where he
2001 Space Jams?
wore- Yeah,
I mean, fuck.
yeah.
I was working at Shields. That was my first job as
here?
a cashier.
Yes, sir.
Oh, what do they look like? Ooh, those are sexy.
Yeah, I sold
You
them.
had a pair of those? Damn.
Sold them as a pack. Like couldn't. I just needed the. But yeah, now I'm working my way back to them. Yeah, it was. I was like, man, like everything else was like super untouchable. Like
Yeah.
everything, because I mean, like it was just shit that I just like accumulated over just like a span of like 4 or 5 years, and I was just like, ooh, I can't get rid of those. I can't get rid of these. These were a gift.
Yeah, right.
Like, 'cause I mean, like I'm in like a bunch of groups or whatever. Like some guy just like sent me like a pair of shoes, and I was like, I can't get rid of these. Like even though like these like have like like these are more valuable, I can't get rid of these. I have to
Yeah.
sell these. So I mean, like I was now I'm working on getting like all of my shoes back. When I told my mom I sold all my shoes, like she was like, "Oh, I'm so proud of you! Like you finally like kicking a bad habit." And now I'm like,
No, I'm getting them back.
buying them back. She's like, you're fucking disappointed. Why are you like this?
This is a short-term deal.
I remember when I was working at Shields, it was my first job, and like the Jordans, like 13s were coming out, and like we only have like a certain amount of them, and like before we open, the people that are like our guest services, they're like, yeah, so last night down in Miami, some people got killed over these shoes. I was like, what the fuck do you expect me to do here? I'm out. I'm
It's
like,
pretty ridiculous.
why do people kill people over shoes? I don't get it. They're just Jordans. To
I
me.
mean,
I know they're nice.
it's a cultural thing.
I mean,
Like-
you're from Chicago, so you probably even have more of like the references.
It's cultural. I mean, like, cause I mean, a lot of the newer releases are shoes that Jordan didn't actually play in.
Oh yeah,
But the shoes that Jordan never played he did play in the Space Jam 11s, and he did play in the Bread 11s. A lot of the newer shoes are the same, like, shoes, different colorways that he didn't play in.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, they're shoes that people want to see. But, like, when they released the OG, the original, like, the original Jordans, that weren't even retro, yeah, so Yeezys.
yeah.
But no, but like when they re-release them, like there's a lot of hype around
Yeah.
because like, oh man, these haven't been out in 15 years. I gotta have them, and then it becomes like shoes. I mean, like it's part of like it's a Nike problem too because they limit the releases to like keep them exclusive. Because if you see everybody wearing the same shoe, you're not gonna feel it special. So like like they'll send 300 pairs to like a huge ass city in Chicago.
Right.
20,000 people want these fucking shoes. You send 300 pairs. There's a shortage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, like when there's a shortage, what do people do?
Pay the piper, man.
Exactly.
You're gonna pay.
So I mean,
good
like
money.
the price, the demand goes up, so the price goes up, and then you have a problem. So like a shoe that retailed for $180 is now going for $600 because of this issue.
Right.
And like that ruins like the shoe game for a lot of other people too. Because I mean, before I was working or whatever, I was just like a normal kid with like minimal money.
Right.
Oh man, I want these fucking shoes so bad. Can't get them because like all these grown ass men with jobs are like raising the price on them.
Yeah.
Like you're fucking 40. Go get you some Rockaware and some like Fat Farm shoes.
Those dad shoes you was talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Get yourself some dad
sandals.
Dad
Like
sandals.
fucking Kevin Hart has a shoe deal. Like that blows
Well,
my
I mean,
mind.
he's also like super into CrossFit and stuff. Like his shoe
Right.
is like a specific brand.
But like he's a stand-up comedian. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like I was telling Hayden he's one of 2 comedians to sell at the Staples Center. That's like
Who's
60.
the first? Richard Pryor?
No, it was Gabriel Iglesias.
Okay.
Gabriel Iglesias.
That's respectable though. I like Gabriel.
Yeah.
Fluffy.
Yeah.
He sold out the Staples. I'm not like I like him, but I'm just like really surprised.
I mean, that is kind of surprising when you think about
I put
it.
like him.
they're not on the same level.
No, I put him and Dane Cook and like Jeff Dunham all in the
Like
same.
I would laugh. Jeff Dunn's like his like
Little puppets.
yeah, I die every time.
It's
They're
like
fun.
I enjoyed them much more when I was like a 7th grader, along with like I'm Fluffy and the Kool-Aid Man from
Yeah.
Dane Cook.
Dane Cook, a legend though.
I like how it got quiet. after you
Well,
said that.
it's because he got accused of stealing Louis C.K.'s jokes. That's why he isn't in stand-up anymore.
Even if he did it.
Have you guys seen Jeff Dunham's new special?
no, of course
He makes
not.
fun of himself for having like a 28-year-old wife now, and she got pregnant.
He's like 50. Isn't
Yeah, he's like middle,
Good for him.
late 50s, late 50s. Yeah,
Is she rich too, or she just like some?
I think she
Does he
probably just
fuck
a
her with the
gold digger.
jalapeno on a stick?
Jesus
I
Christ.
mean, like, if you're a gold
No.
digger,
When
you
he
go out
does,
there-
he
yeah.
puts a puppet on each hand and then he does it. You know, he probably does it in each voice, so he acts like they're both.
That's
they're all
the
having
only
sex.
way. I mean, if you're a gold digger and you go out to Jeff Dunham, I feel like you've done your job wrong.
Yeah, like you gotta set the bar high.
Exactly. Like, come on.
Yeah.
What's
it has
his net worth? I'm curious now.
Who, Jeff Dunham?
Yeah.
His new wife.
She's not even that hot.
No.
He's not that good looking.
What do you
either,
guys-
though.
But he's
Okay.
pretty
ugly.
rich.
Before you, Hayden, you look it up. What do you think Jeff Dunham's pulling right now? What do you think he's
Oh,
pulling?
are we doing
Yearly-
over under?
Yearly net
All
worth.
right,
No,
doing-
you got to go full.
Full
so I don't
gross.
have the
Full
year.
gross? Okay,
Yeah,
full gross.
are we doing over under?
Yeah.
I'll set it at like 10 million.
Okay.
Over under.
$10 million.
6.5.
So he's going. Under.
I'm gonna go even less than 6.5. I'm gonna say like 3.
We're both
Tops.
going under. Okay.
I'm pretty confident in 6.5.
6.5.
All right, we'll set it at 5 million. Okay,
Okay.
so he's over.
What if
Got
it's
it
under $1 million?
Jeff Dunham. Net worth estimated at $45 million.
What the fuck?
$45 million.
Wait, he had a Las Vegas show for years,
That's
like
true.
years, didn't
Yeah,
he? I
that
forgot
probably
about
pulls
that.
a lot.
$45 million.
Okay, maybe she didn't do too bad for
Yeah, she's
He's
married
the-
up on that
like,
one. There's no way she's got that.
of like gold digger potential. Jeff Dunham. If you were doing a mock draft, he'd be your sleeper pick, probably.
Yeah, right? Like, not somebody, he's not coming out with a ton of athleticism, but he knows his position,
Right,
he knows
right.
his role, he's solid.
Yeah. Do you
Third
think
round
he,
pick that could
puts-
come up.
Puts like, do you think she for the jalapeno when she like sucks on the
Oh,
end
no.
of it?
Oh,
He's
God,
like,
God.
No.
Ay,
Don't
caramba!
No, she doesn't do that shit. She don't do that.
Dude, what if that's what it takes though? You gotta keep.
He's like,
You gotta keep your
You
man
gotta
happy to get that
suck
money.
that.
Yeah, suck the jalapeno
God.
nose.
he's like, I won't make you sign this prenup if you promise to do all the weird shit.
Yeah, he has to like sign like a 50 Shades sex contract.
You get all the money if I die, if you just
Yeah.
For reference, Kevin Hart's net worth $120 million.
That's not surprising.
But
No.
he does movies and all that.
He does like a movie. He comes out with like 4 movies a year.
He's
Yeah.
like,
His wife hasn't taken half of it yet.
she did cheat on him. Like,
She
he
cheated.
hasn't-
She cheated on him too.
No, he cheated on.
Yeah.
He
Okay.
cheated on both of his wives.
Yeah.
yeah.
His wife recently came out. Kevin Hart kind of ripped his ex-wife, Tori, because like she was using him as like stand-up material, and like he was getting pissed about it. But like, if you listen to any of his old stand-up comedies, he's always like, "Yeah, I cheated on my wife," and so like now that she's making money off of his name and like doing what he did, like he's getting upset. And I'm just like,
dude, that's where he kind
man.
of like. I liked all of his old stuff, and then for Let Me Explain, he lost me. Like,
Yeah, let me explain. Lost me.
I was when he's like, it was like it was just. I listened to a lot of stand up, and for him to be, where he's like telling you about how good his life is or how he fucked up, and then he'd be like, but let me explain. I was like, is this gonna be your get it done?
Yeah,
Your get her done?
This
Where he's like, yeah, I cheated on my wife. Let me explain. I was like,
it was really cringeworthy.
oh my god.
But his What Now is pretty funny.
I was thinking about giving What Now a try.
It's not bad. I laugh.
I will admit, I'm kind of tired of him and The Rock, like together.
Yeah.
That one's kind of
getting bad.
it's getting
Like
real
Central
stale.
Intelligence wasn't even that fun. Like I give it like a 5.5.
And then
out of 10.
Jumanji.
I watched the first 20 minutes. Of
Exactly.
It. It was like, no.
apparently everybody likes Jumanji.
Yeah.
Except
You
Sony's
three.
highest grossing movie ever.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was terrible.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, like the 20 minutes that I watched was fucking awful.
but it's Sony's
the jokes
highest
are
grossing movie of all time, ever.
That's bad on Sony.
yeah.
That's above Spider-Man, the original Spider-Man's.
That's actually blasphemous. I'm really upset.
Yeah.
The Rock already confirmed Jumanji 2.
Really?
Yeah.
The Rock confirms every fucking.
Yeah.
Well, okay,
All
so
you gotta do is follow him on Instagram.
Like,
yeah, he
for-
confirms
Probably
everything.
confirmed Fast 11 already.
Probably.
Yeah, no, he did. I'm
The,
pretty
uh,
sure
what
he
are they
did.
doing
They like
at this
admit
point?
like there's gonna be 11 of them, like 12.
for Rampage,
That
the new
looks-
it's based on
No,
a,
wait, is that what he said?
No,
Rampage
this is
2
When
confirmed?
did
No,
Paul
no.
Walker die?
Like
5 years ago now?
13,
Yeah.
13, 14. Yeah.
They've made 3 more movies without him now.
They're going to. Yeah. They've made 2.
Do you remember that after the last
Technically.
one came out and Vin Diesel was like, "This is Oscar worthy. Like, see this one at the Oscars. It's going to be getting a couple Academy Awards for Best Picture."
Once a movie series goes past like 5 movies, they just go down.
Except Harry Potter.
Except Harry
Well, I mean, but it already had books to go off of.
Yeah.
But I mean, still. Like, we were just talking, like, I mean, like, but still, though.
Right, right.
I mean, like, could you imagine Fast and Furious books?
That
Can
was-
you? Okay.
I don't know.
It's, you know,
Picture,
there's
it's gotta be
the-
a picture book for me.
For
Something you do.
yeah, for Vin Diesel fans, it has to be like a coloring book where you can color outside
Where
the
you
lines.
can actually understand what he's talking about and doesn't say "I am Groot" the whole time.
We are Groot.
The
We are Groot. We are Groot.
what's the standard for when a movie series goes off the rails is when it goes to space, right?
Yeah.
How
Fast
long?
and Furious.
How
Fast
long
and
is
Furious on the moon.
When do you think they're gonna go to space?
Next movie.
Next movie. Yeah, The
They
Rock's
went-
gonna jump there.
Elon Musk
the sky's
featured in the next movie.
Dude, yeah, Elon Musk sent a car up there. I mean, what?
What can't we do now?
You know, some writers saw that shit and they're like, "Hey guys, I got an idea."
It's gonna be Mario Kart
Well,
where they go from
And you know that they're
planet to
probably like,
planet.
no, guys. I know every other series gets crazy when they go into space, but we're gonna get it right this time.
One series that didn't go too bad, the Friday the 13th movies, Jason X.
Jason X, yeah.
That wasn't bad. Especially when he came back like fucking Mega Jason. That was like dope as fuck.
I need to see that. I haven't seen that.
I would strongly recommend watching.
He's got the
Jason X.
crazy mask in that one too, doesn't he?
Yeah,
it's like
scary as
yeah,
shit.
it's like welded to his face or some
picture,
shit. It's
Jason
like,
X.
Fun fact: I've never the only scary movies that I could actually watch scary movies are Friday the 13th movies because they're like the right amount of comedy and shit.
yeah.
Like the scariest movie that I've ever watched in my entire life was The Grudge.
Have you seen the Quiet? Have you
shit,
seen
I
the
love
Quiet
The
Place?
Grudge.
No, I don't plan on it. I just told you I don't watch scary
You
movies.
should. It's worth it.
We went and watched it.
Yeah,
last week
let's
in
go into
theaters.
movie reviews then.
We watched
right.
it last week in theaters, and it is. So somebody had mentioned before, they're like, don't get anything when you go into this movie. Like,
I
don't
did.
eat.
Colt didn't.
So
I sent you guys a.
I said, nah.
I got this.
I said there'll probably be like some music or something. Like I'll just get a popcorn and then bring it. Dude, I was like, you could if I was eating it correctly, you would hear me eating it like at the back of. I was taking
quiet,
popcorn. Yeah. I was putting it in my mouth and I was just letting it like melt and like sog in my mouth so I could just swallow it whole. No chewing.
Still was gross.
The opening scene is like one of the best
God.
opening scenes of a movie I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was, but what I thought was like a cool social commentary was the last 15 minutes of the movie. The whole
Shit's going down.
Everybody in the audience is talking now, because it was so uncomfortable for everybody to be quiet for that long that everybody's like, whoa, that's crazy, huh, guys? Huh? Whoa, and you're like,
If Southern reaches out and grabs me,
oh
you got me, right?
Yeah, oh my god,
The
you're
most
like,
tense movie experience I've ever
Yeah.
had.
What would you give it? Since we're movie review.
9 out of 10.
9 out of 10?
I'd give it a 9.
9.2, I'd probably say.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing decibels.
I do decimals.
Yeah,
It's
then why did
better.
you just say out of 100?
Did I say 100?
No, you said out of 10.
Yeah, 9.10.
Yeah, so then you're like, if it's out of 10, then why don't we just do it out of 100? You give it a 92.
Well,
That's
why don't we
not-
just do it out of 1,000?
Yeah,
Do it
920.
99.
I'm not good at math, guys. I failed my accounting test.
You just move the decimal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the counting test we mentioned last podcast.
Like
Yeah,
you
I
said,
failed it.
he's not good.
Rip.
It's okay. You're surviving.
It's alright.
You seen any movies lately?
Yeah, have you seen any movies you want to give a review on, or one of your favorite movies that you want people to know about?
One of my favorite. Okay, this has been bugging me for a while. When people say "Bye, Felicia,"
Bye,
I haven't
Felicia.
seen Friday.
I
Oh,
haven't.
yeah.
It pisses me off so much. Like this chick at Starbucks was like, "Bye, Felicia," and I was like, "Let me ask you something. Have you ever seen Friday? What's Friday?" Don't say it.
It's kind of like Colton when he said a couple podcasts where we don't. It sucks when you wear t-shirts,
Oh, yeah.
cartoons,
I gotta,
shirts.
I wear
that-
a lot of graphic tees.
Yeah, we don't see
And,
that movie.
I have a rule that if I'm going to get a graphic tee, I have to watch or listen to or do whatever with the reference.
That's
Does
fair.
that make sense? Like, I got for my birthday one year, I got an Everything is Awesome like Lego Movie t-shirt, and I hadn't watched Lego Movie, so I was like, well, that's just gonna sit in my closet until I see the movie. Because I was like, I made the mistake where I would like wear a shirt, and then people would be like, oh, dude, everything is awesome, right? And I'd be like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Like, if I just like had like a shirt that had like a Lego Ninja Turtle on it or something, they're like, oh yeah, dude, like,
Love that shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Well, I mean, like I was in Target like shopping their like section or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw this dope ass shirt and I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm gonna buy this. And then I saw like Stranger Things and I was like, kind of the same thing. I was like, well, I've never seen Stranger Things.
Yeah.
So I just put it back.
Yeah, it like I've tried to get into a look now that I'm gonna be rocking a lot more this summer of graphic tee underneath and then like an open
Flannel.
That's hot in the summer.
open short sleeve like graphic shirt.
Like Hawaiian.
Yeah, like a Hawaiian shirt, but so it was like a graphic
Respectable.
shirt and then
With
like,
khaki shorts and fairy, you can look like every UND frat boy.
Yeah,
dude, and then over the top I have like there's one that it's all black and it's got like the neon outlines of the Ninja Turtles on it. I got one that's like Star Wars and it looks like an 80s like Star Wars shirt.
All right.
All right.
We kind of skipped over Isaiah here. What was your movie you're getting into here?
Oh shit.
You're getting
saying
in,
that he
he's
was talking about
getting up here.
Weekend.
He's like, Okay, let me get this night interrupted.
Actually,
Breaking
I've
news.
not seen.
There's an old person missing in North Dakota.
Oh shit.
See, I didn't get it. anything about it.
Caravan.
Caravan, North Dakota. 881 BC. So he's driving too. That's not.
Oof.
That's concerning.
That is concerning.
He's 73. That's
What's that? Like that joke where they're talking about it's the wife's watching the news, and she sees that there's a person going the opposite direction on interstate, and so she calls her
husband.
70-year-old husband to say, "Hey, watch out! There's a maniac going the wrong way on
He's like,
interstate."
"Yeah, there's
He's
hundreds
like,
of them."
"Yeah, what do you mean? Everybody's going the wrong way."
His name's Milo Miller.
That's an interesting name.
That's
Look,
probably
by
why he
the
missed
time this airs, this guy's gonna be
You
dead.
couldn't take it.
Yeah,
Wow,
like
okay.
people
Oh,
are
Jesus
Hayden
Christ.
living down
That's
there.
weird as hell.
This is gonna live on forever. His family's gonna sue us.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Dude,
like
we've already
all these
predicted
civil
the future
suits.
twice
Yeah,
in
we've
the
done
show,
it.
so
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
pretty good.
He's dead, guys.
Damn it. They're gonna fucking indict us for that shit.
All right. Well, movie
Let's
I
talk about
saw.
the movie. Oh, wait, we didn't even let him finish.
Well, he said
Well,
he
he was
didn't.
talking
oh,
about
yeah.
Friday.
I haven't
Yes.
even seen any.
What's
Yeah.
okay?
What's your
let's-
favorite movie?
My favorite movie.
Yeah, can you think on the top of your head?
This one's this.
Fuck. Does it have to be like a specific?
Anything.
Whatever.
Anything you
And one movie that you always go to that maybe
Like if somebody was like, "Oh, what's a good movie?" You were like,
you always reference this one.
Have you guys ever seen Undercover Brother?
No,
Eddie Griffin.
never heard of it.
"No."
It is like quite possibly one of the funniest movies.
What is it called?
Undercover
Brother.
I like Eddie Griffin.
I love his stand up. Undercover Brother is great.
Huh.
I mean, like any movie that I go to and just like watch it, like it's I love it.
That cover though.
Oh God.
Is that Dave Chappelle?
It is
That's Dave Chappelle. Wait,
Actually, Neil Patrick Harris is in it, and he is a badass. Like, so
I like Neil Patrick Harris, so I.
Neil Patrick Harris is like the only reason I kept watching How I Met Your Mother was to see what he would do. In
Yeah,
this.
same.
Yeah.
And it's weird to find out that he's actually like gay in real life.
Right? Like he was a dog. Like I found out he was gay after I finished watching it.
Really?
The first time.
I knew
And
like
was
halfway through.
Huh?
how does
That's wow. I was like, really? I was like, shit.
Yeah.
And his husband actually is in How I Met Your Mother too.
Who's his husband?
It's the lunch lady chick that always goes after
Lily?
Lily. Yeah,
Like the weird guy?
yeah, the weird guy. That's his husband. Yeah, mind blown right now.
It's like when I found out.
That's how they met. They met through How I Met Your Mother.
It's like when I found out like the like the cast from It's Always Sunny's like pretty much all married to
Yep.
each other.
That's weird. That's
Yeah.
weird. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
didn't.
makes sense.
Ever since I started watching that, and they always make Mac always makes fun of D, and I'm just like,
Mac
this is him making fun of his wife.
Yeah.
I wonder if what.
What's your feelings on Pulp Fiction?
I love Pulp Fiction.
Guys, we make a
You knew the
reference.
answer. I have the wallet. Like,
I was gonna say,
Wallet.
of course, I forgot about that. Yeah,
I fucking love that movie.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
So it's
This movie comes up every podcast. I
so
swear.
it's it's actually supposed to be like the unofficial sequel to
Reservoir Dogs. Yeah.
So, and I mean, like I watch Reservoir Dogs, so like I watch Pulp Fiction probably 20 times before I watch Reservoir Dogs once.
Dude, I love Reservoir Dogs probably 150 times more than I love
you
Pulp
just really
Fiction.
don't like Pulp Fiction.
It's
He
probably
hates
my
it.
least favorite Quentin Tarantino movie.
the only reason he doesn't like it
I
is
actually
because
really don't
it's-
like Kill Bill. I really don't.
Kill Bill's okay.
It's
Oh yeah, I
Never
don't
seen
like
either
is
of these movies. All
everybody
three that's been mentioned.
like when you talk about Pulp Fiction, you're like, yeah, but like the best part is like when they're all together though. That's the best part.
I'm not gonna like sit here and grovel over it. Like, I do love the movie. I think it's fucking hilarious.
I think like if we're talking Quentin Tarantino movies, I'd rather watch Inglourious Bastards.
I need to rewatch that one. I think it was like half asleep.
Django, fantastic.
Django's okay.
I've never seen
Wait,
Django.
Quentin Tarantino directed that? I
Yeah.
fucking love Django.
Yeah.
Dude, all of February, that's such on loop.
I
Shout out.
I really like Hateful Eight too.
I haven't
That
seen
one's
it.
that one's very. There's a scene in there with
It's like a bunch of old
Samuel
people
L.
shooting
Jackson that is one of the most questionable things I've ever seen in cinema. Like I'll tell you guys. I don't want to ruin it for anybody listening that hasn't seen it, but
Yeah, I haven't seen
Trust
it.
me, we're probably not gonna watch it.
yeah. It's Samuel L. Jackson's talking with this guy. Pretty much the whole thing is there's 8 guys in a cabin, and then like they eventually like kill each other. And he's talking
Okay,
with one of
spoiler
the,
alert.
well, he's talking with one of the like that's like there's the tension of it that they're going to kill each other. He's talking with one of the other guys, and Samuel L. Jackson's like a bounty hunter, and he was talking with this guy, and he's like, "Oh, are you the father of so and so?" And he's like, "Yeah, that's my boy. I haven't seen him for 2 years." And he's like, well, "I'll tell you what happened to your boy." He's like, "I got him and I made him strip down naked and made him walk through the snow for half a mile while I followed him. And right before I put a cap in his head, I pulled down my pants and made him suck on this big black dick."
Whoa.
And it cuts to like a guy standing in front of an old Samuel L. Jackson. You can't see anything, but like his pants are around his ankles, and like there's just this naked white guy like from the back, and you're like, "What the fuck
God.
is going on?"
Jamie Foxx's dick in Django is a little unsettling.
I don't. He shows his dick in Django.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
He's like upside down.
What?
What?
Yeah,
Is this like a deleted scene or something?
I don't think
I
so.
don't-
I've watched this. I told you.
I don't think so.
Black History Month is on repeat. I've like watched this movie so many fucking times. I've never seen this.
They had him upside down for maybe
I
it
just
wasn't.
like.
I don't think.
Maybe it
Subcon-
wasn't Jamie Foxx. Maybe it was somebody else. But
Maybe I just like subconsciously
Yeah,
block out
just
all dicks that are on
block
my
that
phone.
one.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
His last movie, it's gonna have Brad Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio in it. Quentin Tarantino's. I think it's coming out in a couple of years.
Isn't he? Because he's making a not Marilyn Manson, a Charles Manson documentary. Like
Yeah, I heard about
like
this.
yeah, where I thought it was Leonardo DiCaprio was gonna play Charles Manson.
Maybe that's the movie.
Yeah,
Could be it.
I thought
That'd be
that
a
was
little.
it.
You remember
That
when
would
the
be-
Leonardo DiCaprio was gonna be the Joker? That was a rumor for a
my
little
God.
bit. That would have been weird.
Yeah, because Martin Scorsese is directing the new
Wait, I thought
Joker
they did
movie.
confirm he is. He might actually.
No,
be the
no,
Joker,
they haven't confirmed it yet. I don't believe.
I thought it. Okay. I'm
Um,
sorry.
But yeah, that one's. We're gonna do. We're
They
planning
should
on
bring back the old Joker from the dead.
Heath Ledger.
Yeah, they should just bring
Yeah.
it back from the dead. Like
Yeah.
I'd rather dead Heath Ledger play the Joker than anybody else.
Can you imagine they got like a rotting Heath Ledger and they just put him in?
Or if they just CGI'd the whole.
Have you ever?
That would it's 2018. We got a hologram Tupac, Destiny's Child got back together at Coachella. Dude, we could fucking get Heath Ledger back in the
like when they do for movies now, like for Civil War, when they put like a young Robert Downey Jr.'s face over Robert Downey Jr. and you're like,
Yep.
That was bad.
Or have you seen Rogue One?
Oh, Princess
For-
Leia.
Hologram young Princess
for,
Leia.
Okay,
Yeah.
I've seen one Star Wars movie
Yeah.
in my entire life.
Well, there was in the very first one from like 1977, there was an old guy that played like the commander of the Death Star, and then for Rogue One last year, they just fucking CGI'd his face, and
It was okay. No.
so unsettling.
No. When I first watched it, I didn't know. I knew there was a character because people were talking about it that they were recreating somebody from the dead. I did not know who it was
I didn't either.
the whole time.
I didn't either.
The first time I watched through, I was like,
Dude,
They
I
fooled
just
me.
I just assumed. I was like, dude, he was like 70 years old in 1977. There's no
Yeah,
way
I-
he still looks like this.
it was a very convincing CGI.
It was.
He was so shiny. His face,
That's
like
a
true.
little bit.
yeah,
Yeah,
like it
I need to
was-
rewatch it,
You're
I
like,
think.
that's not skin. Like,
Like, it doesn't look like that. I mean, you watch it back, you can see the little details are a little weird, but
What was the movie that Samuel L. Jackson allegedly had sex with the director get on the Star Wars movie?
Oh, probably the first one.
yeah,
Wait, was he in the first one?
No, second one.
So they did a 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4, 3, 4,
they started with
4, 5,
4,
6.
5, 6.
Sorry, yeah.
It's
He's
Star
never
Wars
seen the
4,
third
5,
one,
6.
so I don't know what his
So it's
reference.
4, 5, 6. And then he was gonna do the prequels. So that was in 1999.
First one.
And
Oh, yeah.
they were like, we want you to play Mace Windu. And he's the only. He was the first black Jedi, and so then he was like, if I do it, I want to have a different
Purple
colored lightsaber that never appears anywhere else.
What color is his lightsaber?
Purple.
It's kind of cool.
And then when he was done with the series, you're gonna fucking love this. He has it on display with it out, so it's on his wall and it's purple, it glows. And then he got laser engraved "bad motherfucker" on his lightsaber hilt.
That just made my day.
Yeah.
That just made my day.
Yeah. So I think he's the only person in Star Wars canon that has a purple lightsaber.
There's
I
some
think
weird,
there's some
there's
other
some
ones.
weird ones with the TV show, the animated TV.
there's
show.
yellow and white. Right,
yeah,
the
I
ones.
said purple. You jackass.
Well, he did said other colors, so I said I was
Yeah,
thinking
yeah.
some other colors.
There's
Aren't
black
the most
ones.
common blue?
Blue and red.
green, and red.
Green's not even that popular.
Aren't the
Well,
red?
blue is for Jedi.
Pure Jedi's or whatever.
like Jedi Knights, and then green are for Jedi Masters.
So
Typically,
it's Yoda.
yeah. Like once you become like more knowledgeable in the Force, then then you get a green lightsaber.
Do
Typically,
you just like get a new one, or just like change?
yeah, you
those
get a new one.
They make them.
They get
Color
kyber. They go find kyber crystals
Yeah.
if you watch
And that's why the
They-
TV show.
they never-
Clone Wars.
They never bring it up in the actual movies
Nope.
about how
Yeah.
How
to
the
make
fuck
them.
you guys find this out?
It's-
I watched the Clone
it's-
Wars TV
there's
series.
Shit, yeah.
yeah, I got a bunch of books and shit.
I look at Reddit.
Wait,
but-
there are books on Star Wars.
Oh
well,
my
yeah,
God.
but they're not
So
canon
get this,
anymore.
you ready for the biggest dick slap that's ever happened? So there's probably hundreds of books, like backstories of different characters and like what happened before the movies, what happened after the movies, and
Yeah.
people like got really into this. Like you could have full, like imagine like Marvel Comics, but it's Star Wars. So when Disney
Who also
bought,
now owns.
yeah, so when Disney bought Star Wars, they said, "Hey, you know all those books? No longer, it's not canon anymore."
Yeah.
So everybody was like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Yeah,
What?
okay, just a random flash.
But that's why Sith lightsabers are red. Is you have to make them bleed because they like if you go out if you like are on the light side of the Force, then the crystal like chooses you when you go, and then you like take that crystal and it's part of your lightsaber, so it's like an extension of your body. But if
But
you're
the crystal
if it's
doesn't
the
choose
dark
you,
side, yeah, it's like
take it by force.
yeah,
That's
and then you
rape.
make it bleed. Yeah,
That's rape.
yeah, you rape a crystal.
Wow.
Basically.
Yeah.
In the brand new movie, I didn't even notice this in theaters. In the newest Star Wars movie, The Last Jedi, there's not a single lightsaber v lightsaber battle. Never.
It's kind of lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't watch Star Wars. I don't watch Star Wars, but I wouldn't watch it for hand-to-hand combat. Fuck that.
I mean, they usually are
Yeah.
known for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really battle at all.
It's like lightsaber. There's a couple. The scene with Rey and what's his face? Kylo. That scene's pretty cool, but they never
Like
they
fights,
never
yeah.
cross lightsabers.
Next one, that'll be a big scene.
Yeah, there's gonna be
There could be multiple though. They could have
I hope.
Padawans at that
I
point
hope.
on each
the
side.
younglings.
Younglings.
So many memes.
What's your favorite anime?
I don't watch
Naruto.
enough.
I'm leaving.
What? Would you want me to say One Piece?
I wanted you to say Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. That one's.
Oh yeah, we started that. We got matchups here because of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is your
Fights. The
your
fights.
segments. We started fight segments
Oh
because of
shit!
you.
Hit me up.
All right,
Let's
are we ready
go.
for the
Let's
fight?
go.
First fight that I got going on. Who's gonna win a fist fight? We got Drake versus Kanye West.
Kanye West beat the fuck out of Drake.
Yes.
Kanye West
That's
beat
true.
the fuck out of Drake.
That's true.
I don't know. I think
True. No.
I think Drake's
no.
got it in him.
Whatever you're about to
No,
say, take it out of
yeah,
here.
whatever. No,
Drake was
has
born and raised in
credit.
Canada.
Okay, okay. We're talking current Drake, not wheelchair-bound Degrassi Drake, right?
Yeah,
Then
current
what
Drake.
are you even talking about?
Kanye West is still mentally
He's
unstable.
fat. He's like a panda.
Yeah.
Look
If he
at
was inclined to, would probably kill Drake.
look at the height difference between the two. Drake has like eaten.
Are we doing
this-
height difference?
No, what I'm saying is
That is not
what I'm
good.
saying
street
is
legal fight.
that he has
Anything goes.
ingested the soul of any rapper that he ever has had beef with, and he is fucking jacked compared to what he was 5 years ago. Just if he caught Kanye trying to like, if Kanye West was wigging out and he just reached across with his fucking 3 foot long arms and just clocked him in the side of the head.
I wanna bring up a point, and I'm gonna reference Jersey Shore here.
All right.
Do you remember when Ronnie and Mike got into that fight, and like, we found out that Ronnie, as big as he fucking was, Ronnie was like 5'9", as big as he fucking was, could not actually fucking fight at all.
I didn't know.
Drake-
I've never
Yeah.
watched Jersey Shore.
It's fucking t-shirt time, bitch. You gotta
It's t-shirt time.
Like Ronnie and Mike, they were like talking shit. Mike actually, like, the only damage anybody ever did to themselves in that entire fight was when Mike ran into the wall and hit his head. But like, and he gave himself like a concussion. But it does not matter. Like, dude, like even like working at Joe Black's, like there are guys that are bigger than me that I've like taken down and like
Yeah.
rolled over and like kicked out of the fucking bar.
Hell yeah.
Kanye West
Hell yeah.
strikes me as a person though that would have his bodyguards do it for him and not him.
Yeah.
This man
No,
lost-
this is
I've
only
never
these
actually
two. This
seen
is like
Kanye
put him
West
in an
with bodyguards,
octagon.
to be honest with you.
True.
I've never seen him with body. If he's with Kim Kardashian or he's frowning by himself, like
Yeah.
he does not seem. Like, I've never seen him with a bodyguard. Before.
I also looked it up for reference. There's a 4-inch difference between the two. That's it.
Kanye lost
What
his
is Kanye?
mom.
5'9", 5'10"?
5'8" for Kanye and 6 even.
I guess Kanye is from basically the
Chicago.
south side of
Yeah, he's
Chicago,
from the
so
south
he
side.
might learn how to fight.
Drake's
he is
from
a
Toronto.
Toronto, Canada. Yeah. Think they hard there? No.
Should we go to the next one?
Kanye would beat the fuck out of Drake.
Like easily. Like,
This is not
I'm
even
mad that was like the first thing. Like that wasn't even a thing. Like when you said Kanye, I thought you were gonna put him up against like I don't know, maybe who would be
Drake versus
DMX.
Meek Mill.
DMX.
DMX.
DMX is in prison right now.
So is
He's-
Drake. So is Meek Mill. Yeah.
You didn't know,
Meek.
you didn't know,
Free Meek.
you didn't know DMX is in prison? Tax fraud. Yeah,
Yeah.
he was
Shitty crime.
like what happened. He's according to DMX.
I remember this.
He was.
I remember
He
this.
had like 4 different baby mamas, I believe. But he was. But he was working gigs with cash.
Yeah.
So then he was like he would
Never
pay
reporting
them,
it.
but then like yeah, and he didn't have to report it because it was all cash. And
Did you hear that he like played one of like his music in the courtroom to like convince the judge for a letter sentence?
oh my
was
god,
like-
I heard that like they
Yeah, you
like they
wanna
had to
do
do a.
X gonna give it to you. X gonna give it to you.
I could have swore that like one of the legal hearings they had to like read his lyrics.
I heard about
Like
this.
like an
Yeah.
attorney had to like read like dramatic reading where he's like X gonna give it to you. I swear to God.
What
happened.
is that? What does that line
X is
mean?
gonna give it to you. What are you gonna give? What are you
Dude,
giving?
how
you
did you
giving?
like that was everybody's headline was
Obviously,
X got
that's
it
your baby
given to
mom's
him.
money.
Yeah, everybody was like X got it given to him when he got sentenced.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody just couldn't wait.
Fuck.
So the headlines write themselves.
It was like remember when he played for the Rockets? What was the no
Tracy McGrady.
no
Oh, Tracy
Lynn
McGrady.
Lynn
Jeremy Lin.
Jeremy Lin. Do you remember all the?
Why'd you pick the Rockets?
Jeremy
Played
Lin
for the
did.
Knicks. Lin
Yeah.
said-
Why didn't you say
Now
the
he plays for the
Knicks?
Nets. Did he play for the Rockets?
I don't think he's still playing. Is he still
Jeremy
playing?
He's still alive.
I just
He played for
remember.
the Rockets?
I just
He
remember.
plays for the Hornets now.
Like I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Now
is
he
when he
plays with
went
the
off
Nets.
for the Knicks. Is what I'm talking about. But I remember him when he was. Because I always thought it was funny, like how Jeremy Lin was on the Rockets, and he was like their like main guy, and then they were like.
Rockets.
Oh, that's
And
right.
they were
It's
like-
before James Harden.
Yeah,
I'm
they were like,
pretty
let's take James Harden, and they were like, Jeremy Lin, get the fuck on the bench. Like, I'd be watching a Rockets game, and Jeremy Lin would just be like, 6 deep on the bench, like, what the fuck? But do you
I
remember
was
when
a star last
they were
year.
running the headlines when he went off for the Knicks? Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Everybody couldn't wait to say
Lin said-
Jeremy Lin, the chink in their armor.
Oh
And
my
they're like,
god.
like ESPN, you're better than that.
Oh, wait, well, did you hear that guy, that broadcaster about Westbrook? Westbrook
Yes.
out of his cotton picking
Yes.
mind.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. I heard that. And I was
Everybody
like,
died. It was so bad.
Like you could have said any other
You-
choice of
anything.
words.
You
At this
could
point,
hear-
it's a choice in your words, and like you don't deserve your job.
you could
Yeah.
hear.
There was probably just audible
You
silence.
could hear all the announcers leaving, so they didn't get their
Yeah.
careers taken down
Like,
with them.
Just want to make sure that man said that, not us.
It was like when what was Jimmy the Greek, the announcer, where he was talking about that black people are more athletic because of their quick twitch fibers.
He did say that shit.
Yeah.
He went on a ramble about
Yeah,
that.
where he was like, yeah, they were like, there was
Yeah.
like breeding for like the best, and the quick twitch, and everybody's
wait.
like putting their fucking headsets down, like
Who was that?
Jimmy the Greek.
Okay, I was thinking of somebody else.
Yeah. they
Well,
were
I mean, like-
not now, not here.
and he got a lot of backlash from that. And
I mean, and he should.
like no shit. But
Yeah.
so LeVar Ball, when
I'm
like
glad I haven't
Lonzo
heard
Ball's
him for a while.
like the Ball's dad,
Yeah.
the one he actually said when Chino Hills, they're all the high school that they all went
Yeah.
to, said that you can't win a game, you can't win championships with like white kids, or because their feet don't move fast
Yep.
enough or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he said that, and
Yeah.
he didn't get nearly as much backlash as like,
Yeah.
That shit.
yeah. I mean, so like I was like, you ever just hear something like,
Yeah.
No, cut it out.
Well, it was what was the? I can't remember. There was like some ad where it was like, oh, they were running a
The
headline.
H&M ad was pretty bad.
Oh, that was.
Have you guys? Wait.
That was
Have
unfortunate.
you guys seen the Heineken ad that came out? In, like,
Yeah, I think-
March?
but-
I had to do a paper on that.
But Chance the Rapper was talking about it because,
he did not like it.
well, what he was saying was, it's not that bad, but he knows what they're trying to do is they're just trying to provoke people to talk.
Yeah, he was like, I remember.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't think these companies
He's
are
like,
racist.
yeah.
I think they just like want
They
I just
want
their
to, yeah,
attention.
they want to spark controversy.
Exactly, which
And then-
will drive their business.
Yeah, and then people running ads, it was like, Chance the Rapper thinks Heineken's racist. And he's like, did you read anything I just said? Please don't involve me in this.
If you never click on the article, like, dude, that's like headlines, man.
Yeah. Well, did you see, like, for Walmart, like, 2 weeks ago, that they had, like, a third party in China, and they were selling shirts, and
bad.
it had said, like, design, and then the color, and then design, it was the design, and then color just dropped an N-bomb. And they were like, what? And it was, like, on Walmart's website, and they were like, what the hell is going on here? And they were like, oh, there must have been like a
third party.
Yeah, it translated. They're like, and then they must have like
It was
Googled
bad.
black, and they're like, oh, okay.
they spelled it very wrong.
yeah. So, it's just been like stuff in the news has just been nuts.
All right, next fight because we got a little ramble there. We got Nicki Minaj versus Cardi B.
Nicki Minaj.
Okay, is Cardi B pregnant in this?
No.
situation?
No,
she won't be
okay.
pregnant.
You gotta get rid of the pregnancy.
I just hate Cardi B, so I just
How can you
But I
hate
also hate
Cardi
Nicki
B and not
Minaj.
hate Nicki? Okay, I was about to say.
I hate both of them.
They both
That's why I
suck.
thought it'd be a good fight.
I find myself more annoyed with Cardi B now than I was with Nicki Minaj when she.
That's because honestly think
My
this is like.
anaconda don't.
no,
I think it's because
no.
we're older now.
Yeah.
Because when Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj came out, she was the same exact way as Cardi B. But we were younger and like we were just like,
it's good.
This shit
Yeah,
slaps.
yeah.
But now that like we're all like fucking grown ass men now.
Yeah.
Like we're grown as fuck now. Like
Yeah.
got responsibility and shit. We hear Cardi B talking about some little bitch, you can't fuck
Yeah.
with me. And you're just
I
like,
don't got it.
I was a stripper.
Stripper.
So I mean, I think it's just because we're older now. Because Nicki Minaj has been doing the same shit for like the last like 12 years.
Yeah.
Also, Twitter's like is bigger now than it was back when we
Exactly.
were younger. So it's like
Yeah.
she gets more fame now than like Nicki was. So.
Exactly, and she
Right.
gets a lot more hate too. So I mean, like, I would put them in a match, and then like, when they're beating the shit out of each other, I'd have Little Kim come out to steal.
Oh,
Have you?
shit.
Have you? I think I told you guys about. Have you seen Little Kim now
It's
compared to
bad.
then?
Little Kim was beautiful then.
Yeah, she looks Asian.
Yeah, she looks scary.
Yeah,
She looks like a puffish.
she does. She got like she lightened her, like she bleached her skin, and then she got like,
Sosa bitch.
Is that for Sammy Sosa? Oh my God, Sammy
Sosa
Sosa
looks
now.
Puerto Rican.
There's a good contrast.
Yeah, that's.
Look at this, people.
Oh God. Ew.
Hey, have you seen a picture of Sammy Sosa lately?
Yes.
Yes. He looks like a ghost.
I don't know what.
Ghostface Killer.
Okay, who's winning this fight though?
I told you, man. They almost kill each other.
They kill each other. I'm fine with that. Okay.
Little Kim
Little
comes
Kim
out.
breaks-
and,
Okay.
You
like,
saying like if
goes
this was
for
an
the
epic
thing.
rap battles, then like Little Kim would be
Yeah,
like
so
The winner, the real winner. Yeah.
Okay. So we got a guest appearance by Lil Kim in this fight.
Yeah, I'd like to see Little Kim take it.
I think Nicki takes it in a one-on-one octagon fight.
I just have Cardi B get
I
hit
think-
with a thumbtack and poke her in the ass.
The implants leak out.
I think. I think Cardi B's all bark, no bite.
Ooh.
I also think Nicki Minaj is all beef, no bark. All beef.
Has she had any real
No,
fights?
I mean like
But she
tried
gets
to
those
start-
long nails.
She tried to start a fight with Miley Cyrus.
I was just gonna say that where she, you don't remember that when she was like,
Miley fucking Cyrus.
yeah, when she was like, Miley, what's
What's
good?
Okay,
don't remember
so like
that?
you've been
I don't remember.
You've been dissed by Lil Kim. You've been dissed by like every female rapper ever, but you respond to like the tiny blonde white girl who like just came off like the worst year of her life.
What the?
Seriously?
Yeah, people.
fuck? I
It was
didn't
it
know
was a
that.
very big Vine for a while, and they would play the John Cena theme song under it.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it was.
Whoa.
If,
Back to this bitch that had a lot to say about me the other day in the press. Miley, what's good?
What's good? What year was that?
It's 15, I think it's.
That was
Yeah.
2015.
I was,
I don't
it
even
was-
recognize her. Yeah.
yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
are you serious?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I watched
Really
it and I was
doing
just
that?
like,
to be, yeah, you win an award for
Yeah.
Anaconda, and you're like, Miley, what's good?
And
I
now,
was like,
yeah.
now Miley's kind of on the straight and narrow. She's
like
not
it.
on drugs.
Well, I
anymore.
mean, like that was like when she was like,
She
coming
might
back.
she might smoke a little bit here on the side, but
That's
she was
normal.
coming back from
That's
like the
normal.
worst year of her, like probably like the worst year of her
Pretty
career,
messed up.
and like she was hosting the VMAs or whatever, and then like Nicki Minaj just came out of nowhere and was like out of all the people in the world, like Miley, like you picked the
Yeah,
one.
I
like,
mean, Little Kim had been talking some hard shit for
Yeah,
like
like,
that last year.
I thought Lil Kim was just gonna like eventually just come up and kill it. Like,
Yeah.
like,
Because she was mad that that she was obviously influenced by Little Kim, but like
she
gave
fails
no-
to acknowledge it. Like
Yeah.
you know, like it's like not paying your rights or not paying your respects to like the people that came before you.
yeah.
I mean, like it's
Yeah.
simple as that. Like,
Well, yeah, she was like trying to pretend like she's invented this persona.
yeah.
Lil'
And I'm
Kim
like,
was like,
no,
what the
Lil'
fuck?
Kim was like that shit crazy way before you were.
Yeah. As it's like Nicki's never seen Notorious, one of the greatest.
Right?
I fucking love that movie.
Right.
Like All Eyes on Me was fucking terrible.
Really?
Notorious.
Did you know that the younger version of Biggie is his actual son?
I did not know that.
Yeah. So like when he's talking about like when the son's rapping about Notorious's dad leaving, he's actually rapping like he's like, "You never fucking there for me, but fuck you." It's because he was this kid that
Yeah.
was like 1 when he died.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
last fight, just because we're gonna get away from the rappers.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be Nancy Pelosi versus Hillary Clinton.
Hillary's been through more.
On the top
Hillary's
of,
got the
First
weight.
Lady's Barbara Bush.
Ah.
Rest in
Rip.
peace.
I don't know, man. See ya.
Well, I mean, Donald Trump didn't go to the funeral. Yeah, Melania went for him. Bush, like obviously the Bushes were there,
Yeah.
and Obama was
Obama
there,
was there.
and Clinton was there, and then Melania went, and Trump said he was like, "Send my regards," and he
On
was
Twitter.
he was golfing in the Mar-a-Lago.
Really?
Yeah, for the I think 108th time since he took office.
Okay, so on top of Trump, like the funniest tweet, the funniest tweet that he's ever that I've ever seen from Trump was when he was talking about like, will somebody tell Kim Jong Un that I have a larger button?
Yes!
and mine works,
Dude,
And I
my-
Bigger
died.
button.
I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
My
is going
favorite
on?
one, I think, was where he had the taco salad.
He's
and
like,
he's
happy
like-
Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, happy Cinco de Mayo.
He did that?
Yeah, he's like, I love Mexicans.
I love Mexicans. I love the culture. Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Oh my god.
That's so bad.
Yeah, that one
Dude
was.
is unstable.
All right, so we're
Unstable.
Hillary wins this one.
Yeah, I
That's what
mean-
we're gonna go with.
Yeah,
Pantsuits.
Nancy Pelosi is.
I think she's older.
Yeah, she doesn't have it in her
I think
anymore.
I think we should cross. I think we should cross it to like the cartoon universe too, though. That's hilarious.
Oh, are we showing the tweet?
Yeah, it's he's,
Oh, God.
it's happy
Big
hashtag
taco bowl.
Cinco de Mayo. The best taco bowls are made in Trump Tower Grill. I love Hispanics.
Oh my god.
I thought it was like a parody account at first, but then when
Yeah.
I saw the check, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah,
You know, that looked like something I could get at like Qdoba.
yeah.
So I'm probably not even.
They don't have the bowls though.
Some
Do
of
they
them
have
do.
taco bowls?
They
Yeah.
do?
Some of them do.
The one here does.
You gotta get it specially ordered.
I've been getting the wrong thing this whole time.
Yeah.
What do you
alright.
call it? I have one. That I just need answered. Goku versus Superman. I take
Superman.
Goku. No, I take Goku.
Superman flies him into the sun.
Yeah, we didn't do that one. They wanted to take it out because
It's yeah.
No.
these guys wanted to take
No.
it out. This
We were
is-
like, there's no point. Superman wins it.
Is like the worst fucking superhero in the world.
Okay.
How are you destruct? Like you're supposed to be like a virtually indestructible. You have one weakness in the world, and you let your sworn enemy
Rock.
find it every
My
single time.
my problem is like your planet blew up. How the fuck is it so easy to find kryptonite?
Yeah, like you don't have a home. Like how do you?
I'm saying if this, does the fight take place in a neutral ground where,
Yeah.
like, so is there no? Is this taking place in like Goku's universe? Is there no kryptonite?
And then
in
like
this?
Goku like self improves every fight. Like
He
he's
does,
gonna
yeah.
beat the shit out of. He's gonna beat the fuck out of Superman. Like Goku's like, oh, you're strong. I love fighting strong opponents. It's time for me to raise it up.
It's true, and he just
He's
goes
gonna
to the
charge
next
up in
level.
5 minutes.
The
He's
next
gonna
level.
Fuck Superman up.
The problem is I don't know enough about Goku.
Yeah, I don't
I
either.
think is my problem. I don't know.
Superman, I personally hate Superman.
Oh, yeah, I
I
do
watched
too.
Batman vs Superman, and I fucking hate it.
Oh, it was bad.
I hate it.
I hate
Well,
Ben Affleck.
like
just
everybody
in
hated
general.
Man of Steel. They were like, so because Superman's supposed to be like Captain America for DC, and they're like,
Except this
so
one is killing people.
yeah, he just has no problem killing people. Like,
No, and so like that's my thing too. So like
snap Zod's neck for Christ's sakes.
when even in the Injustice, like both the Injustice games or whatever, Superman
Yeah.
was like unstable as fuck.
yeah,
But so like in Dragon Ball Z, whenever Goku like about to fight an enemy, he's like, "Yeah, we need to leave the city.
Yo.
No, nobody needs
Let's
to
leave."
get hurt." Superman will fuck up Metropolis.
New York, yeah, Metropolis
destroy
level.
fucking Metropolis.
pushing Zod through skyscrapers.
Through
And
entire
it's just
buildings.
can you, like we thought 9/11 was bad.
Yeah. His laser
two
eyes
grown-
out here are cutting buildings in half.
I'm like, like this man is like, you do not care about lives at
Yeah.
all. And then at the end, he like pulls through and like, yeah, you already killed half the city. It doesn't matter if you won the fight.
he's
Everybody's
like-
dead. And plus, they don't fucking have Dragon Balls, so everybody's dead for
You
good
can't
now.
wish it back
Yeah.
to life. Yeah.
I thought from the trailers that they were gonna make Batman v Superman possibly interesting when they had like all of the
horrible.
but from
I
that first
haven't
trailer
finished
when
it.
they were like
It's bad.
they were like, oh, like this guy isn't a god, he's a menace, or they were like, he just fucking destroyed half the city. I was like, there you go, that's fucking interesting.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
then like
Oh,
in the
terrible.
second trailer, it showed them already teamed up together. I'm like, god damn it!
And then-
Like there's no stakes now.
Have
I
you
don't
seen the
give a
trailer?
shit.
At one part at Target, when we had the preview for it, it's like, we're missing him, and we're missing Superman. I was like, and Cole just said, you destroyed half the town, and
yeah.
you didn't care,
Kills-
and now all of a sudden, all you do is care about Superman.
I despise Superman. Like, I mean, like, Batman, like, he just, like, fucks people up with, like, absolutely no ability.
What I love about Superman is he reminds me of like that annoying kid you knew in third grade. That like if you were like telling a story, then he would just add that to his story.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Where he's like, or Marvel will be like, oh, we got a guy that a Cyclops, he shoots lasers, and they're like, oh, so does Superman shoots lasers. Yeah, he shoots lasers too. And they're like,
Okay.
oh,
Wait,
okay,
he
well,
flies
this guy's
now.
got
Yeah, he flies.
He's got frost breath. He's like, oh, so
Superman's
does
got this
he. Yeah,
shit
he's
too.
this too.
Sure, they stole the X-ray vision. They probably stole that shit too.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Superman definitely.
So Superman's a snake?
Ooh.
Ooh, that was the worst segue I've probably ever heard in my entire life. Yeah, Ryan was trying to
Ryan
segue
was
Snake of the
trying.
week. Christ.
You guys don't know this, but Ryan looks depressed as fuck right now.
I mean, he should, because that was a sin. If we're counting sins, that's one.
Yeah,
Don't
All right.
Sin.
Where's the
podcast.
sin?
I'm just gonna stay off it now. The rest of the
I'll put the sound
Yeah.
effect on the end there.
Wow.
I don't know. I'm done.
I got it.
I'm done. I'm gone. Wait, Hayden, you taking another piss?
This is my first piss.
Dude, you take a piss during every podcast.
Ryan, who's your snake?
All right. I'm just gonna keep it simple. It's the music industry.
Yikes.
Yeah.
That's a broad
I'm pretty sure
subject.
everybody just knew Kanye was gonna come up with some shit, and they knew when it was coming out, and they just played around it. They're like, "Oh, mine's gonna be released here. Mine's gonna be released here," because they all knew.
But
And they
is
just
nobody
they didn't want to
else-
tell us before.
It's all coming out in like a
Yeah.
2-month stint.
Are you not super excited for Kanye?
No, I'm
Like,
super excited. I'm just
Did
think the music industry.
you guys listen to J. Cole's new album?
Yes, it was really good.
I haven't listened to
That was gonna be my love. Is also the music industry.
I listened to it 3 times already. And it just
Yeah.
came
It's
out
too
right.
smooth.
I love
Like
it.
you can just super easily listen to
He
it.
dropped a couple videos already.
Did you see the somebody made a tweet like the next day after, or like, and 2 hours after it came out?
Song so slept on.
Yeah,
I saw that.
this song is
So
slept
slept
on.
on?
Like,
It's
no-
been out 20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no-
no shit.
Oh man, I was like,
1985 is probably the best song, but that's the most basic song that you probably could pick from it too to be the best
ATM,
song.
man.
I mean,
ATM.
I can't remember that one. Which one's that one?
ATM was the one where, like, he, like, gave his, like, arm member. I watched. I was gonna play it real quick. I was just gonna play it.
I know there's one out there. He's like talks about his mom getting drunk, and I was like, whew. It got super deep at some parts. I was like, oh shit, it's deep as fuck. I didn't expect. I like it because the last album was a little dark for me, and then this one, it's like the J. Cole I know. What's up, Hayden?
It's.
Snake of the week.
Who's your snake of the week?
He
then,
didn't
since
wash
you're
his
getting-
hands, guys. Just like
I didn't-
Smell these. Does anybody want to smell
Smell
these
these-
It's
hands?
that Bath and Body Works.
yeah, I definitely heard the toilet. Definitely didn't hear the sink.
No, my snake of the week. Ryan's apartment's water pressure.
Oh,
It's awful.
I thought your snake of the week was gonna be Taylor Swift.
No, my real one is Taylor Swift.
My
For,
water pressure does suck ass. I don't know why.
Taylor Swift desecrating Earth, Wind, and Fire by covering September.
Ugh.
That was a while ago.
She changed the date on it too, though.
Yeah, she changed it to the 28th for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
it's always supposed to be the
It's
21st night
awful.
of
See,
September.
she could also be Snake because she came with that song with Sugarland. It's called Babe.
Yes.
And I think her album was just so shitty that she's like, oh, I know who will take me back.
The
country
country folks.
people.
Yep.
Because,
The country fans, yeah.
yeah, the country fans will take me back. I'll just go back to being country. That's what she's doing right
That's what
now.
she's trying.
This just reminded me. We gotta show after the podcast. We gotta show Isaiah that video of the kid reacting to
Oh my God.
Offset, Lil
Oh.
Yachty, and Migos.
Have you seen that kid?
Which kid?
It's this little white kid that reviews rap.
Oh my god.
We're definitely listening to
We're
it.
listening to it
I
later.
need to.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
But is that with Taylor Swift? She released that one, and I don't know. Like, I feel like every crazy power that Miley Cyrus had, like, she just gave it to Taylor Swift and
It's inverse. Who's crazy, Taylor or Miley?
and Katy Perry.
Katy Perry's in there
Yeah,
too.
it's good.
So she's crazy right now.
Do you, like where Katy
super
Perry
cute.
had to go on that like weird press tour after she was accused of cultural appropriation for wearing cornrows, and then she was talking with this guy, but like the interview was weird because they were sitting on a couch together like this, and she took her shoes off and was like putting them underneath her on the couch, and people were like, who the fuck sits like that to talk to another human being?
Katy Perry is crazy right now on American Idol.
Yeah,
she's
she
mentally
sucks.
unstable.
That
yeah,
show's
we-
gonna be canceled right away.
Lionel Richie falling is I love watching that clip. where he's
Lionel Richie's actually good on the show though.
But he
he?
like the chair was too far back and he went he like fell to the floor.
Luke Bryan's probably just shit on that show. I'm gonna throw it out.
you don't even notice him very much.
Yeah, they
He's
probably
pretty
like
quiet.
block
He's
him
pretty
out.
The problem is they don't have Simon Cowell. That was the whole point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They like
That's why America's got.
Randy Jackson was so cool, and then drunk Paula Abdul, and then Simon Cowell. Paula Abdul claims she never drank during American Idol. You can watch interviews where she's like, Katie, how are you doing? And she was like, I've never had alcohol since 1980, whatever.
sober.
Yeah.
You're sober.
Do you remember that iCarly episode with that teacher that was obsessed with Randy Jackson?
Yes.
I don't know
They
why.
had the shrine
It was-
in the closet.
Yes.
Yes.
It
Randy
was-
Jackson got to cut out.
It was so funny. It was like
cologne.
mind-breakingly funny to me as a kid because any other show like that, you had to use like an in-show celebrity. You know, like, what if we just said Randy Jackson?
Yeah, out of all people.
Yeah.
Randy
Our college was a
Jackson.
good ass show. Like I thought.
Yeah.
My favorite show as a kid. Like my favorite, I guess, top 3 cartoons. Probably Ed, Ed and Eddie.
Oh,
Codename Kids Next Door.
Codename Kids Next Door.
And third one. I can't think of it.
can't think of it. It's alright.
Dude,
what does
I-
it have?
Was it the Cat and Dog Show?
No.
No.
Yeah, that was
Cat
weird.
Dog was weird.
Cat Dog.
Two
That
Angry
was
Beavers.
Like I always just think, how did they go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
Like, and then, like, after that, I just had to turn it off because it got too weird.
Dude,
The Beavers
what I
were
thought
weird
about
as
it
fuck,
was
too.
like the cat would be licking himself and the dog would throw up a hairball. So I'm like, does that make
Does
the
that come
dog
from the cat?
the cat's
anus?
butthole?
which is like, super just like
It's so fucked up.
yeah, and I'm just like,
Yeah, like,
did
the
they
more you-
think about this before they
It's awful.
The more you think about it, the worse it gets.
Foster's Home for Imagination.
Oh my god.
That was not bad.
Dude, I
Come
saw
on.
that there was a
It's
theory
a sleeper.
that the younger girl is actually the imaginary friend for the older lady.
The grandma.
Yeah, because if you look, they wear like the exact same clothes, and so the grandma just wants to be young again. So that's her imaginary friend.
Jesus Christ.
Is the
Your mind's been blown a couple times this episode, Isaiah.
That's my heart, dude.
yeah? Like if you take a look at them side by side, like they wear the same color palette. It's just like just like a cardigan instead of a sweatshirt.
Top 3 imaginary friends on the show. Obviously, Blue, number
Yeah.
1. That guy.
I'm gonna go with Will as number 1, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm
that was
going
my
with
number
Will.
2. I was gonna say the tall red guy, Wilt Chamberlain, obviously.
Will Chamberlain.
Yeah.
Cheese.
I fucking hate
cheese.
cheese.
I want chocolate now. I love that
Alright,
dude.
we'll pull up some cheese highlights later.
I fucking love that dude. Like he's annoying as fuck, but I love that
Yeah.
dude.
I mean, the guy with the big dude with the horns to get the fur.
Eduardo.
Eduardo. Eduardo's cool as hell.
All right.
What about Chowder? You guys?
No.
Do you guys like
Uh,
Chowder?
I was into
I hated
Chowder, for
Chowder.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Chowder?
I was into that for a little bit.
It got weird. It was
did.
like the Adventures of Flapjack. You remember that?
That
Yeah.
was so fucking
That was
weird.
weird. Like
Dude.
it just got super weird. Like Schnitzel, they had like a big monster named Schnitzel. The show was just like,
Dude, I love Schnitzel. He's like,
I just knew he was black. Like, it's like Piccolo. You just know he's black. Like, I know he's black. You know Piccolo is black.
I don't know. We gotta look up the voice actor though. Oh, the
Yeah.
young girl. I forgot about her.
Which one?
yeah, they're like they're just the same
Oh, that makes sense.
character. You just know that he's black.
Yeah, like Lou's voice. Go on. Fuck him up.
Colton, who's your snake?
Oh, my snake. Taco Bell. Taco Bell's my
Please
snake this
explain
week.
this.
All right.
Please explain.
So, if you guys have been to Taco Bell in the last month, you know they have a $5 cravings box. What
Yeah.
it used to be,
How are the nacho fries?
They're good.
This is the voice
they're
actor
not
for
like
terrible,
Piccolo. This is the voice actor for Piccolo, Christopher Sabat.
and he is
love-
white.
he's
Well,
very
the guy
white.
that
He
the
sounds
guy that
white.
voices Cleveland's super white too.
Yep.
Cleveland doesn't sound black.
No. I'm just saying that they were like, hey,
But they're
just
going for it.
yeah.
This guy must do something else.
Also, Cleveland's character isn't funny.
You don't like
Yeah,
Cleveland?
the Cleveland show was.
Cleveland show
Cleveland
got
show
canceled
is
real
terrible.
quick. They
Yeah.
do make fun of him in Family
Well, yeah,
Guy.
well, and like,
Which is great.
and like Snoop Dogg was like, just because it's black doesn't mean black people
Yeah, but I thought it was
don't
terrible.
like Family Guy.
That
Yeah.
is-
Well, it's like, you know, I would assume like Seth MacFarlane's probably not surrounding himself with like black writers for that show.
I'm pretty sure he surrounds himself with yes men.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, that sounds fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to have a clan episode? Let's fucking do it, guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
with,
let's explain your cravings deal.
yeah. So they got a $5 cravings box. What it used to be was cinnamon twists,
I love the cinema.
a
just like
burrito,
air.
Pretty good.
and it was cinnamon twist, hard shell taco, burrito, and then a chicken chalupa.
What's a chalupa?
It was it's like that soft shell,
Hard
and then
shell.
they put the cheese, and then a hard shell, and then
Soft shell on the outside with cheese.
cheese, and then a hard shell on the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Melts
and then
inside.
they put like chicken and like a regular taco stuff in there. But
It was the reason why you got the $5 box.
oh, it was like you ate the cinnamon twist and you saved that for dessert because that was the best part of the box. But they just realized they're like, we should probably get rid of the chicken chalupa from the box because. And so what they did is instead it's like an ufta taco, where it's just like the fry bread, and then like just put all the ingredients for a taco in there instead. No cheese, no like melted cheese or anything. It's just fry. It's just a fry bread taco.
That's just funny.
Yeah, I was like, when I got it,
cheap.
I was like, I'll take the $5 cravings box, and I was like, hey, what the fuck? Like, there's supposed to be melted cheese and a hard shell taco in here.
It's the whole reason I fucking come here.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, sorry, no,
They don't do that
we
anymore.
don't do that.
All right, Isaiah, snake of the week.
Not gonna lie, when I thought we were doing Snake of the Week, I thought we were talking about actual snakes. And I was
Yeah.
I mean, you can keep doing KD if you want.
Yeah,
He's
just
the-
No, it wasn't.
Talk about it.
It was not Kevin Durant. See, like
No.
the thing with Kevin Durant is, I don't mind him leaving. Like I was like, whatever. Westbrook was holding him back. Fucking like, dude. If somebody called me right now for a better job, better opportunities,
Yeah.
see a Target.
If
It's just.
but if you were tweeting about like. If somebody else left Target and you were like, people who leave Target are the fucking worst. You gotta stay and grind in Target. Although
Yeah, those tweets did not age well.
they did not. It did give us the golden opportunity where he was got caught using his real account as trying to
Yeah,
use it.
that
as
was
a
bad.
that
ghost
was
account.
That was
hilarious.
really bad.
Hey guys, you gotta leave Kevin Durant
Yeah.
alone.
But then when I see Donald Trump, like people bring up old tweets from him. It's like you can't bomb. He was like most people was like you can't bomb Syria. And I'm
Dude.
like,
Oh, those are.
The best product I've seen come out in a while is Donald Trump flip flops. Have you seen those?
no.
That the
I didn't know I
the
needed
one
those,
the
but-
one flip flop is his stance on a subject, and the other flip flop is him changing his stance on the subject. You can it's
Wait,
like
this is like the imprint
real-
on the soles?
Yeah, no, like on the top of them.
Oh, on the
real
top.
tweets.
I was
yeah.
gonna say on the soles, so you like walk on a beach and somebody's like following along. Imprints in the sand.
No,
You got one, Isaiah, or just gonna go?
Oh, sorry. It's over the
Oh,
toes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just tweets. I see it.
Yeah.
Snake of the week has got to be Tony Parker probably.
Okay.
So from the Spurs.
Yeah. Is he still playing?
Yeah,
I thought he's dead.
I mean, like he might as well be.
If you,
So, I
he's
mean,
still,
like,
He's dead to me.
Pretty much. So the Spurs are like one of my favorite basketball teams in the entire world.
That's easy.
besides the Bulls, Spurs, Grizzlies, or whatever.
Grizzlies
But
are cool.
he basically came out and said, first of all, like his ex-teammate is like one of his best friends. He's like sexting with his ex-wife. So I mean, like he's trash. like definite trash.
Yeah.
But so Kawhi Leonard, have you guys heard about
Yep.
the drama with Kawhi Leonard?
His
So
quadriceps.
Tony Parker came out and said that like, oh yeah, my injury was like 100 times worse than Kawhi, and I came out and played, so I don't know what his deal is. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That's your teammate. Like, you're trash.
Yeah.
And so I mean, like, and he's selfish, and he cost the Spurs a championship in 2014.
Yeah.
And, he cost them a championship.
At least one.
At least one.
Possibly two.
I think he's a bona fide bitch.
He was married to Eva Longoria. So
I mean,
guess we
yeah,
gotta
you
give
got
it
that
to
going
him.
for you.
Yeah,
But I mean, like, she divorced you. Like, how do you cheat on Eva? How does Jay-Z cheat on Beyonce? Like, there's got to be like,
I don't know.
It's,
There's stuff
people
we
talk
don't
about
know.
it. It was the same thing when Tiger Woods cheated on his wife. They're
Why
like,
wasn't that
you ever,
fucking
well, they're like, and this could be applied from Jay-Z to Beyonce, where it's like, you just eat steak every day. It's a good meal. It's a fulfilling meal.
Sometimes
you just want a
burger.
greasy burger, and you can't turn a steak into a greasy burger. You gotta go out there and get your hands dirty.
That's fair. That's fair.
Do we know when Jay-Z cheated on her though?
No.
Apparently multiple times.
Really?
Apparently multiple.
Just throughout the years, or
I mean, I'm assuming.
yeah.
Like, they went on, like, I'm pretty sure, like, when Kanye and Jay-Z had their Watch the Throne tour,
He
pretty
was
sure.
just in Paris, fucking
Oh,
his
yeah.
French bitches.
Yeah.
I mean, like, same, though.
Probably.
I mean,
Like, if you're in a different country, I don't think it's cheating now. I think it's like,
you crossed international waters.
exactly, like, you're good.
I'd be good to go.
If I'm Jay-Z making that album in Paris, like, I see a random bitch on the street, I'm just gonna be like, do you want to hear the best collaboration
And they
you've
honestly,
ever fucking
like,
heard?
in Paris, they probably don't even fucking know he's Jay-Z. They probably just think he's black. And, like,
Yeah.
they're like,
Yeah.
fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's
and he has money. And he has money.
Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah, he's not walking around looking homeless. Just
No.
Jay-Z. I'm looking at these flip flops here. One of the flips says again
flips.
to our very foolish leader: do not attack Syria.
Yeah, tell me what the flop says.
If you do, many very bad things will happen, and from that fight, the U.S. will get nothing. Congratulations to our great military men and women representing the United States, the world, so well in the Syrian attack. The Electoral College is a disaster for democracy. The Electoral College is actually a genius that it brings in all states, including the smaller ones, into play. Campaigning is so much different now.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
Dude, it's like
shit.
went back on every major pull. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I love it.
The old man got found.
Did he?
Yep.
That's good.
Is
Alive?
he dead?
I just said cancel the alert.
Located
So
on his
maybe-
mark.
Stay tuned next time on my...
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned to
predict
find out if we lived or not.
Let's add an extra fight. Kanye versus Jay-Z.
I think Kanye's still
I
fucking
think it
weird.
would.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think Kanye
I like
wins
the.
that one.
Jay-Z's
Jay-Z's really bitched out in the last year. After Lemonade came out, he really took
Oh,
a
he's like,
backseat.
oh, guys, alright.
I'm just chilling.
Did you see the interview where he was like, he was talking, he was like, yeah, Beyonce and I were making albums at the same time, and we were gonna release them at the same time, but obviously with how you see it pan out now, Beyonce had different plans.
She also had one of the best videos of all time.
I was just like, yeah, he's got no control of that relationship ever anymore, ever again.
And, like, honestly, like, I think Kanye's probably one of my favorite artists of all time.
Yeah.
And, like, he interrupted Taylor Swift. Like,
That
it made my day. Like,
I enjoy that he's going back to old Kanye, kind of. Like
I mean, like, old with a little bit of the new still.
right.
like,
It's like,
heavily
but like
influenced.
the album after Stronger, where he's like, oh shit, I can just do this
Yeah,
all the
every
time.
time.
I was
I
like,
feel like I love
ah, Jesus.
thoughts on the new album coming up June 1st
We talked
And
about
June
the
8th.
pisser.
and June 8th.
Yeah,
I think the Kid Cudi
we
collab's
talked about it
gonna
when
be
you were in
lit.
the pisser.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about the Kid Cudi one, just like solely because of the production that's gonna be on the album.
Oh yeah.
Like Kanye's one of his many problems that he's ever had. Like he's like probably the greatest producer of all time.
I
It's
hadn't.
insane.
I hadn't heard Through the Wire until like
That
2
song-
weeks
Oh
ago.
my God.
I mean, like he samples heavily, but I love that song.
Yeah.
But I think the way he samples and brings it all together to a song,
Yeah, like
it takes it to such a different
he's like-
place.
What's up, motherfuckers? They thought I was dead.
Oh my God, it was so crazy.
Yeah,
It's
enjoyed
all
that.
good stuff. I think his new album.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna. I hope he does a little bit. I want to hear some happy music from Kanye.
Yeah.
I want
And
to hear
Drake.
some happy
I
stuff.
mean, he just had a kid.
yeah,
He's
he's got
got
a family.
3.
He's got a family right
Yeah,
now.
because
So
got 3 kids.
Happy.
No, but I hope he's happy, and I hope he's making.
And he's
a happy
chubby,
song
and he's
or
chubby.
two. He is a little chubbier.
You can't
now.
forget that.
So
he's
there's
chubby.
this guy that he put on the happy way. There's this guy that comes to the Target or whatever. He like does like the Amway pyramid scheme or whatever.
Oh shit! We
so,
can talk all day about Amway.
I hate him as part of that.
So I definitely like he tried to get me to do it a while ago.
What was his? What,
His name was Dave.
Was he?
Oh, it's not the guy we
yeah,
know.
I know.
There are a bunch of guys.
Yeah.
They come to Target. We can kick them out of Target technically.
That's soliciting.
Technically, but like
We're not
Target's
going
too
to.
soft to actually kick somebody. Out. Like they
Jesse was telling me the process of like, if somebody was like caught shoplifting, and I was like, really, that's all you can do?
literally like it's
What?
bad.
What? Don't do that. And I was
Pretty
like,
much, hey, stop.
yeah. So I was like,
Oh, you're gonna keep going? Okay, we'll see.
yeah. It's either like you just shoplift and get away with it, or you just have to put it back.
Yeah.
You're like, rats.
Yeah, shit.
Got me again.
Get you next time.
Walmart, they tackle people outside.
Yeah, well, I mean, like we have loss prevention people too, but
Yeah.
I mean, like sometimes they're not always. Sometimes they're not always there.
That's actually very accurate.
Yeah. But the what do you call it? Shit. What were they talking about?
Shop
Oh no,
at
the
Target?
Dave
no,
guy.
yeah,
Oh,
So he comes up like I obviously didn't go through with the Amway thing or whatever. So but I see him at Target all the time still, and I remember like his wife is having another kid, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's like yeah, I know you got 2 girls, you're hoping for a boy. He's like yeah, like I saw him a few weeks later. He's like found out what it is. I was like, what is it? He's like, it's a girl, and he sounded so depressed. He's like, I need a shotgun.
He's like, I'm just trying to find my 6.
He was like, I need a shotgun. And I was like, I didn't know if he needed one to like protect his daughters or to kill himself. But I was scared either way.
Wait, is he a bigger white guy?
No, that's Morgan Walsh.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, one of the other big wigs for the Amway in town here.
Yeah.
Saw him at all the
Their way of
meetings.
starting conversations is so bad.
It's really weird.
Did I ever tell
One
you?
time
that-
was on my shoes for me. They're like,
Yeah.
I like your shoes.
Yep.
I was like,
They do that
thanks.
to me too. and
I
I'm
was like, I know where this is going.
Did I ever tell you
This is
that
sick. Let me get asset protection.
Jesse and I we actually went to a meeting?
no.
Yeah, so she's got a friend that's in it, and
Did you know what it was when you were?
Yes, of course.
Okay, yeah.
he was like, hey, I'd be really interested. This is my first time meeting him, by the way. Like, Jesse and I just started dating. She's like, I wanted you to meet my friends, and he was like, hey, I got this
show you this
really
business
great business opportunity, and I was like, where are we supposed to go? And he was like,
as much money as you want.
yeah, I'm like,
Yeah, he's like, you can make more money than your boss if you want.
and well, like he was one of those
But
guys
no,
that he's
you
getting
can't.
like weirdly intense and close to me, and he's like, how much you make a year? Huh? Do you want to know how much I make a year with this? And I was like, not particularly.
really.
Like
because they're lying.
yeah, and so then they were like, he's like, come next Thursday to the Canad Inn, and I was like, strike
That's
3.
where the shit
Like,
goes down.
and
Ambassador
so
room C.
yeah, we're driving, and I'm like, baby, you know it's a pyramid scheme, right? And she's like, what?
no.
She's like, no.
Oh, she was about. Did she?
She was like, he wouldn't do that to us, and I was like,
That's what they do.
They tell you to reach out to your friends first.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my God.
And so we went. So I convinced her that that's what it was, and we got front row seats to this
Of
thing.
course, they put.
Yeah,
The,
and he was like, I got some people that are definitely gonna do this, and I just joked through the whole thing about it. Like the guy, one of the bigger guys was coming through. He's like, I make $150,000 a year, and he comes in, he's wearing like a baggy, like untailored suit. I was like, what's this Walmart ass?
that's Morgan.
Yeah, is
Bigger
it?
white guy.
Yeah,
Yes. That's
like a
Morgan.
bigger, older, like
Yes.
salt and peppered. I was like, that's an untailored suit. Like that's a $30 suit, man.
Fuck.
And in this, you know what? I'm not saying I'm a connoisseur of men's fashion, but that's a black suit you're wearing brown shoes. I'm just saying that's either a fashion statement or you don't know what the fuck you're doing over here.
They also have an Air Force couple come in every once in a
Oh
while.
yeah, yeah.
Did you see them?
Yeah, that's when he found out that I was
Yeah.
in the military. That's what he was like. Oh, hey, I know some people that are, and this is one of the best things that ever happened to them. Funny. So what was making me the most angry though was I could hear just from the coming from like having a single mom. I know the look of a single mom, and I saw a lot of single moms in there, and they were dressed like they were doing their best, and they were totally into it, and I was so fucking mad. Because I was like, they're literally trying to make ends meet, and they're like, this will be the opportunity that it would take for me to give my children a better life, and they're gonna go in debt because of this. I was so mad, and we left, And then cut to 3 weeks later, Hayden's on the local Reddit page for University of North Dakota.
No, not me.
Wasn't it you?
No,
It was me.
Was it Ryan?
Yeah, I showed you guys.
It was a close-up of his face
Yeah.
on the Reddit page, and they're like, this
This
guy
guy's
is
been all over you
soliciting
and me.
everybody in Memorial Union. If
What's
you
his
see
name?
him, I don't want to say it.
Oh,
Like,
We're in a
yeah,
podcast.
You
Yeah.
know who you are.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you that after the podcast that maybe we should like beep out some of the people when we're using their full names.
No, if you couldn't tell already, fuck Amway.
Yeah.
If you get approached to anybody who says they have a business opportunity for you, you can make however much money you want, leave.
Dude, I just
First off, tell them to fuck themselves.
had to try to convince one of the guys at Drill this last month.
Yeah.
That he was like, hey, like this guy was talking to me. He goes to Bismarck, and he was like, a guy was coming up and he said he's got a great like opportunity for me to be my own boss, and you know it doesn't like I don't even have to put that much work into it. And I was like, dude, you can't do it.
Yeah,
You
it's a
cannot
It's-
do it.
It's not legit. Like
Yeah.
they don't care who you think you can recruit. They want you to buy their shit. They don't.
Yeah.
They sell dreams. It's
Yeah.
all bullshit.
Hayden got into it while I was at Basic.
Yeah.
And he called me about it, and he was telling me about it.
Yeah, I
and was
remember when
like,
Hayden called. He sounded like the most scripted
It's a-
alien I've ever
It's
heard.
a long.
in my
It's a
life.
really
It's
long
super
story.
scripted. They give
Well,
you.
we went
Hayden's
with our-
like, I gotta
it's-
call you.
we went
Would
with
you
our
be interested
other,
in? Would you be interested in joining
Yeah.
making your own business with me?
Brainwashing is a real thing.
Currently, I am going to Louisville for a meeting that
Yeah.
cost me $500.
Yeah.
No one paid this
$500
for this, but
out
out
of
of my own pocket.
Yeah, like because I went with our other roommate at the time, so we were talking to Hayden at the same time, and he was like telling us about it and like that he just went to Louisville for a conference.
Yeah,
And I was like,
brainwashing is a real fucking.
well,
thing.
the
they use it to their advantage.
what I tried to use for you was I was like, what do you sell?
exactly.
And you were like, well,
we
like it's a
partner
little.
with all types
Yeah.
of different.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yep,
if
Nike,
you
Under
cannot
Armour.
tell me,
Nike,
in-
Under Armour,
if you can't tell
Reebok.
me in
you heard
5
a Target.
seconds,
You heard a Target. Yeah.
Yeah, we're part of them. You could help them make their own deals.
In Target while I was working, he's like, yeah, you are at a Target? And I was like,
Where are you? What planet are you on right now?
yeah.
Exactly.
it-
they don't have.
I was.
They
That's
take away
all I
your
said
free
was
will.
I was like, if you
Fucked
can't
up.
tell me in 10 seconds what you sell, then
no.
this is not something you should be doing. And we were looking through because he took a notebook with him to Louisville, and we were looking through it, and it was like some of the scribblings of like a manifesto shit. Like there
It
was
was crazy.
There, like the one that always sticks out to me was he had one page that said like winners practice a winner's signature or something like that, and then the
Something
next
like
like
that.
2 pages were him like practicing his signature to like make it look professional. And there was other pages in there that like one does not do for an individual, one helps the group.
Yeah. It's,
So they just like throw out a bunch of like motivational quotes
yes.
out there.
Yeah.
And
You catch up.
at the conference, they make it last all day, and then they put the bigger people like later in the day, so they get you tired as fuck throughout the day, and then the last person. That's why I say brainwashing, or they make you think whatever they want you to think, and it's
Well, like, yeah, it's like
stupidly effective.
it's one of
if
those
you get pulled into it.
like the most effective form of brainwashing is
Yeah.
you brainwashing yourself.
Exactly, and they'll break you
Where
down.
you're
Repetition,
convincing,
man.
you're convincing yourself that this is going to be the
Yeah,
success that's
repetition.
going to take you into the next
Yeah.
stratosphere.
It's like me saying like, man, if I sleep for this extra 15 minutes, like,
It works.
every
It works.
it works,
Yeah.
and I don't mind it working. But then when I'm late, I'm like, fuck,
Yeah,
I gotta do better.
yeah, like, ah, shit, write it down.
But yeah, it's a longer story, and we don't have time today.
No,
Yeah.
we're already at like 2 hours.
We're at about an hour 30.
Yep. I work in 30 minutes. Colton works in.
Oh shit, that's right.
It's pretty fucking late, people.
Yeah. Well,
It's been amazing.
Yeah, it's
I
been
think
really
this is
good
a
to
really
have
good
you on,
one.
man. Like, and this has been by far my favorite podcast we've done. So far. It's just it gets kind of stale.
I think
Of just the three of us when you're like, we're like just trying
we're
to go
funny.
through the motions.
Just we need someone mixed in there every once in a while.
Yeah, it just to try to like get an actual conversation going with somebody. It's
Oh
It's
yeah,
good
by
to
the
do.
way, this is one quarter of the Joe Black softball team.
There we go.
So come and check
No,
us out.
Colton.
Yes.
Colton quit on us.
Yep.
He retired.
Colton fucked us.
Oh well, you know what? Ask somebody who actually can take your spot. I'm actually
There we
about to
go.
I'm about to text him now.
About to text him. We're getting him on there.
I don't even
See
know
ya,
how many
Colton.
people
We
we
got a
have
spot
anymore.
Don't
for
even
the
miss
team.
him.
shit.
We got a replacement.
For real though, come to Joe Black's though.
Yeah.
That's what we gotta say. Come to Joe Black's.
Come to Joe Black's and get bounced. I
Even-
kick people out.
Get bounced!
Son.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, we should
Send him
probably-
off somebody. Send
Come
him
on, Colton.
All right. Well,
Get balanced.
This has
is a good
been
way to end it, but-
episode 6. By far my favorite we've done. We've been doing this now for a month and a half. Something we talked about for like 6 months. Finally made it happen. You know, it's slowly but surely.
We're into the podcast at 4:20 p.m.
It's just
It won't get uploaded till Thursday.
yeah. It's just been good to hang out and to see people enjoying us just talking with each other.
We're getting bigger and bigger.
And yeah, just
We're
having more,
into Mexico.
having more of an outreach. So thank you guys for listening, and hopefully you guys will tune in for the next episode when we have more crazy shit to talk about. It's been real.
Thanks, Isaiah.
Later,
Thank you.
Later, skaters.